Your Plate, and Nature Valley.
Good morning and welcome to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. I'm Camila McDonald, your personal trainer and lifestyle change coach, and it has been such a joy sweating with you each day and exploring the 7 pillars of WellFit. So today we are moving through a HIIT circuit, as in HIIT, which is an acronym for high intense interval training, which involves short periods of intense exercise alternated with recovery periods and lesser intense exercise. All right, so HIIT provides some of the same health benefits as regular exercise, except one of the biggest advantages is that you can get maximum health benefits in minimal time. HIIT will increase your calorie burn, reduce your body fat, even your blood pressure, and it helps improve blood sugar levels and insulin sensitivity. We're going to be moving through a few circuits with 7 exercises each. You're going to need a sturdy chair, 2 pairs of dumbbells, a yoga mat, and all your energy. All right, so go grab your equipment and let's hit it after the break. Hi, I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM See It Happen.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Look who we have in the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as a man, we're not too go as specialists, and that's the pinnacle of the problem.
We want some new era.
Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Lie!
You work till a week.
It was pandemonium.
Country people can relate to me I talk about. What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what I think about myself.
Man United, I don't care what man want to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
Now I'm where I wanna be.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
Welcome back, risers. We are here. We're so excited to do this HIIT circuit. Let's go. Let's start with the warm-up as always so we can move safely into the exercise. So I just want you to jog on the spot right here. You made it all the way out of your bed. I'm so proud of you. Let's get moving. All right, we're gonna move into some high kicks, keeping the core tight. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, all the way up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, walk all the way up. 2, 3, 4, and jog it back. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's jog it back. Again. 1, 2. Pull those knees up. 3, 4. Jog it back. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get back. All right. Arms out all the way out to the side. Legs all the way out to the side. Right here. Take it back now. Pushing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, take it back, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're gonna move into butt kicks. Ready, go. We're almost there at the end of this warm-up, and then we're gonna move right into our HIIT circuit. Ready, last few seconds. All right, in 4, 3, 2. All right, let's jump right into this workout. I want you to grab your heavier pair of dumbbells. Remember, we're using 2 pairs. You're gonna rest it on the floor. We're gonna go into some elevated squats. So you're gonna get the lighter weight for this round up on your shoulders right here, elbows tucked in, core tight, and we're gonna go all the way down and up. Squeeze, all the way down and up. Good, squeeze, all the way down, and squeeze, good, down, and squeeze. You're getting your heels all the way up on the dumbbells, okay, which will increase your range of motion so you can get nice and deep in that squat. All right, nice. All right, we're gonna go into switch feet drills. Right here, just pull the dumbbells up a little bit further, and we're just gonna move right here. Core tight, pick that pace up. Keep it going, keep it going. Remember, this is high intense interval training. The fastest way to burn calories and reduce fat in the shortest amount of time. Let's go. You have to work with me, and then we get a break. 3, 2, and 1. All right, move these dumbbells aside. So we're gonna pulse down, pulse, then jump. If not, just give me 2 pulses right here. Land softly on those toes. Do not bang on the knees. That's it. Push it. Nice, guys. I know you're feeling that burn. Remember, if you cannot jump, just stay right here, okay? Almost there. Woo. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Grab one of the heavier weights. We're gonna go into lateral lunges. Ready? And step out with your right. Switch dumbbells over to the left and keep sinking into the glute, alternating right and left. Let's go. Looking good. Woo. Looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Push it, work for it. Almost there. Woo. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, weights down. I'm gonna go into skater hops, okay? I'll start with low impact. So just get all the way over right here, okay? If you can, you're gonna jump with me. If not, stay right here. Give me speed and power. Ready? And go. All right, pick the speed up just a little bit here. Remember, this is high intense interval training. You gotta work while we're working. Let's go. Woo. Keep going. A few more seconds here, guys. Burn it out with me. Woo. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Grab your chair, sturdy chair. It needs to be able to hold your weight. Then we're gonna grab a pair of dumbbells and we're gonna step up, okay? At this point, you should not be able to speak. I repeat, let's go, keep it up and down. So let's note, this round, we're stepping up with our left leg first, okay? Let's keep it that way. Keep the core tight. Good. Woo. 10 more seconds. Let's go again, 10 more seconds. Up and down. Last one. All right. Weights down, chair aside. We're gonna hold a heavier weight in your hand. We're gonna go into a sumo squat. Nice and low. Toes turned out all the way down, and let's go. Right, left, raising the calf, double, double. Right, left, double, double right here. Right, left, double, double. Right, left, double, double. Squeeze, right. I know it's burning, stay with me. Right, left, double, double. All right, put the weights down. We made it through our first circuit. This is your recovery. As you'll notice, we're doing HIIT all throughout the 7 to 8 exercises. All right, I may or may not have added an extra exercise for you today. So breathe it out. This is your recovery. And we're gonna take that all over again. Now you know the moves. Let's move through it quickly, all right? A few more seconds here. Take deep breaths, get a drink of water, whatever you need to hit it with me again. Ready? Starting with the smaller weights, let's get ready. So now we're squatting with the heavier weights, okay? It's very important to work through different sizes of weights, okay? Ready? And as you train with us, we're gonna be doing what's called progressive training, okay? So we're going to slowly increase our weights along the journey. Ready? Squat, straight into it, round 2. And let's go, risers. Down and up, you got this. Woo. Squeeze. We invite you to share your videos with us, working out, okay? Let us know you're on this journey with us. Woo. Let me know how your workouts are going. Down and up. Very good. Down and up. Excellent, guys. Last one. Up. All right. Move the weights up. Switch feet, drills. Ready. Let's go. Come, we're gonna bring out the athlete in all of us, okay? We got this. Good job, guys. If I can do it, you can do this too, okay? Let's go. Push it. Quick feet, guys. Move those arms. Let's go. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights aside. Ready? And go. Pulse it, then jump. Pulse, jump, pulse, jump, pulse, jump. Remember, you can stay in a pulse if you cannot do our jump this morning. We're gonna always meet our bodies where they are, okay? This is a no judgment zone, always. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna go into our lateral lunges, grab the heavier weight. Get ready. And deep breath in. And go. Woo. Sink into that glute, guys. Push your hips back. Keep your knees behind your toes. It, push it. Believe it or not, we're gonna put these weights down and go into our skater hops. How are you feeling? Ready? Ready, my people? And skater hops, let's go. Good. Woo. Push it, guys. This is the moment you dig deep. You find that strength inside of you. We all have it. We just have to remember to access it. 10 seconds left here. Woo. 3, 2, 1. All right, grab the chair. All right, now we're picking up our heavier weights with this one, guys. This is round 2. It's coming to kick our butt, okay? We're gonna step up with the right leg this time. Ready? And go. Right, left. down. Right, left, right, down. Right, left, right. We're going for speed as fast as your legs will take you here. That's it, guys. Fit and hit, hit and fit. Let's do this. Up. Woo. Very good. Almost there. Up and down. Okay, we're gonna stay with our heavier weight. Let's move this chair aside. Jump right in to our sumo squats with our calf raises. Ready and go. Down. Single, single, stay low. Double, double. Single, single, work through the burn. This is where it counts the most. And double, double. Single, single, double, double. Let's go. Single, single, double, double. Single, single, double, double. Excellent. All right, weights down. We just moved through our second circuit. We have one more to go. You got this. Take a sip of water if you need it. Regroup. We're gonna take that all over again. You're going to cuss me now, but you're going to love me later, don't worry. All right? Deep breaths in, guys. We're really full recovery before we get started again. We are almost there.
New Yoplait protein. Creamy, smooth, and delicious. With the same Yoplait taste you love. 15 grams of protein never tasted so good. Real good, real strong, real smooth. New Yoplait protein.
John Mark!
Celine, where you going?
You can't say we're a friend now, Celine.
We have to take on the road.
Yeah, man, we have to take out the same way. All right, Lord, thank you so much for this day.
Me, I do the work. Yeah. And the people, them accept it.
Clarendon, Mandeville. But now we get to go into the inner city of Kingston.
I can't wait to learn more as we go across Jamaica into different churches to understand what they do.
It's the biggest South American football tournament, Copa America 2024. From June 20 to July 14, see it happen only on CVMTV. And we're bringing the action straight to you. Come out to our CVM Copa Fan Central locations and cheer on the Reggae Boys as they go up against the likes of Brazil, Argentina, and Mexico. Enjoy drink specials, entertainment, and who knows, you just might leave with a prize or two. Come for the game and stay for the vibe. CVM Copa Fan Central.
Get ready. I'm gonna start with, let's go back to our lighter weight. So we're gonna pull out our heaviers, the heavier ones. Okay. All right, heels up, notice, okay? Heels are up on the dumbbell for that elevation. Weights up on the shoulder. Strong minds, strong bodies. Ready? Round 3. Last round, best round. Let's go. Down and up. Squeeze. Down. And squeeze. And down. And squeeze. And down. And squeeze. Down. How are you feeling? And down. And squeeze. Whew. Down. And squeeze. Whew. Down. And squeeze. Last one. Squeeze it out. All right. Weights down. These heavier ones up. We're going into some drills. All right. All my ballers in the house. You already know. Ready? And go. Hit and fit. Let's do this. That's it, guys. A few more minutes and then you can be off with your day. Let's go. Make sure you check it off in your calendars that, yep, you did today's workout. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. Actually, let's keep one of them. We're going into our lateral lunges. Static, weighted, ready, and go. Sink, sink. I know you're feeling that burn, guys. Sink, let's go. Sink. Push through it, stay focused. Nice. Woo. Let's go. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. Going into skater hops. Get ready. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's go. Nice, guys. We're so almost there. This is the 4th exercise before we close out in our stretch. You can do this. Almost there. Take a deep breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Step ups on our chair. Woo. We're gonna alternate feet this time. All right, starting with our left, moving to our right. Ready, and go. Left, right, right, down. Right, left, left, down. Left, up, right, down. We're working out our brains this morning too. Ready, and up, down, and up, down, up, down, left, up, last one, and down. Excellent. Okay, move away this chair. We are moving into our sumo squats. You got this. Ready? In 3, in 2, legs turned out, toes turned out. Stay low and go. 1, 2, pulse double. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go. 1, squeeze. 2, stay low. Don't even think about getting up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Almost there. A few more seconds. Whew. Let's go. Last one. 2, and 1, 2. Wow. Listen, you did that. We did that. Give yourselves a clap. I'm so proud of you. We're gonna move immediately into our stretch. Guys, wow, that was not easy, but we powered through it. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose here. Bring the heart rate all the way down. Remember that we need to be getting this kind of sweat 4 to 5 times a week. We are here Mondays to Fridays, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. So please continue to join our program. All right, let's get the right stretching using the left. Oh, doesn't that feel so good? And let's get left over right. Excellent, guys. Woo. Your blood oxygen is saying thank you so much. I needed that. And let's stretch our quads. Keep your core tight. If you're wobbling, just find a couch or a table, hold on to it or stick your arm out and keep that core tight. Excellent, guys. And the other side. Ooh. Deep breathe. Exhale it out. Now we're gonna tackle the hamstrings. Okay, everything took a beating this morning. Hold it. Excellent, hold it. And walk it all the way over to the other side. Remember to tag us in your pictures and let us know you are joining along the journey. Let's hop together. Roll up slowly. Let's rotate the neck all the way around. And other direction. Last deep breath in through the nose. And exhale it out through the mouth. Give yourselves a clap. Thank you so much for joining. And do not go anywhere. We're exploring a pillar of well fit after the break.
New Yoplait protein. Creamy, smooth, and delicious. With the same Yoplait taste you love. 15 grams of protein never tasted so good. Real strong, real smooth. New Yoplait protein.
Book the date. Mark your calendar. It's a start to the Copa America like no other. Witness the likes of Messi, Julian Alvarez, and Emi Martinez as the reigning world and Copa America champions Argentina come face-to-face with CONCACAF hopefuls Canada. Live Thursday, the 20th of June at 7 p.m. See it happen on CVMTV. Copa America 2024 brought to you by KFC. Courts.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. You are watching Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club, and before the break we completed an electrifying HIIT workout, and now we're moving into our Live Well pillar to talk about gratitude. So did you know that giving thanks is actually good for your health? People who spend more time experiencing gratitude seem to spend less time experiencing aches and pains, going to doctors. They also report more feelings of physical and mental well-being. Gratitude improves our lives' experiences in general, and that's because appreciating what you have can make you feel more optimistic and satisfied and experience less frustration, less envy, and less regret. It also tends to result in an increased self-esteem and confidence, which also improves your mood. All right? So here's a gratitude practice that I would love for you to implement each day. I want you to list 3 things that you're grateful for that you already have, and I want you to list 3 things that you're grateful for that you don't yet have, but you're sitting in the faith knowing that it will come. I want you to do this every single day and watch your life transform. And for best results, practice gratitude right before bedtime, which has been proven to improve sleep, since gratitude diminishes anxiety and stressful feelings, allowing for a more restful and relaxed entry into sleep. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you again soon for another episode of Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club.
Fitness, brought to you by Yoplait and Nature Valley.
A rivalry spanning generations, forged in the quest to be CONCACAF's finest. This time their paths will cross at a junction in the Copa America. It's the revitalized Reggae Boys up against the self-assured Mexicans. It's a must-see, live Saturday, June 22 at 7 p.m. on CVMTV. Copa America 2024 brought to you by KFC. Courts.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
It's really, really nice. May I have to say it twice. The time by Jamaica Mountain Peak Golden Turmeric Latte is
6 o'clock.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on your drama station. Brought to you by
was in place. Many people died and never saw this day. So another day I live, I appreciate. Don't ever wanna act too high and mighty, cause tomorrow I can fall down on my face. So in everything, Lord, I give you praise, and that puts a smile on my face. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, beautiful day, beautiful day. Don't fuss and fight, let us unite. We got our lives and let's me.
Because why? It's a beautiful
day.
It's a what day?
It's a beautiful day. Good morning.
Good
morning.
It's a beautiful day, and if it's not beautiful, it's decided. I know a lady.
We're gonna make it beautiful.
There was a lady who, years ago, I met her. I used to work with her, and I'd ask her, "Hi, you good?" And sometimes she'd say, "Decidedly." And I picked that. That was an ism that I picked up from her. Like, some days
you decide to be. That's right. That's right.
Decidedly.
Well, we're going to decide to be. So we're going to rise and shine, sunrisers, because we have decided that no matter what, no matter the circumstance, it is a beautiful and thankful Thursday here in Sunrise. Just one more day until the weekend. We almost made it. Almost. Good morning to all of you who are joining us in TV land or on our YouTube channel and over on Facebook. It's wonderful to have you as always. I love our Sunriser community.
I do.
It's a beautiful community.
And the thing is that it's so textured, because some of the times I go places and you feel the community differently, you know. I mean, I've worked in radio for 20 odd years.
Right.
So like sometimes I'm out and then I'm talking on the phone and somebody will
Dennis Brooks.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I call it, you lose vocal anonymity.
Right.
But then if you do TV, you lose facial anonymity right away.
And vocal.
Yeah. But so like you lose that long time. I mean, every now and I've done bits and pieces of TV consistently over the years, but like after about a couple of weeks doing this, like you're somebody, oh, CVM man. But then sometimes you feel the Sunrise community, just like you're in the supermarket and somebody says, and you're like, you know what it is.
I love those nods.
You know what it is.
Quiet nods, yeah.
And then the other people, them say, we just love you and Yandy.
Yeah.
It's just great.
No, we have a beautiful community.
So big up everybody. Definitely.
So our motivational quote of the day is, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
I'm going to use that. I'm taking that for myself.
Yeah, that's from C.S. Lewis.
Yeah. Because sometimes you can't do over.
Yeah.
You can't start over, but you can reset or recalibrate right now. And I think that is just as important, because we can't change how things start, but we definitely can see where this is going, and we can say, not there, not there.
And not today, Satan. I'm going different.
All right, we're going to give you a double up. So your verse of the day today, one that you always hear from your little bit.
Right.
Train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, even when he is old, he will not depart from it. That's Proverbs 22 verse 6. And you know, people always have sometimes been critical and said, yeah, but all them say train up the child in the way he should go. I've always, you know, in growing up in church, I've always said, and then being a soci student and a sociology teacher, I've always said, this, if I'm in a modern translation for me, is about socialization.
Absolutely.
And so it is factual.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely factual.
Yeah.
The scripture is saying that we are the products of socialization.
Absolutely.
And whatever our socialization is, because socialization is a process by which we learn and internalize behavior patterns that makes us functional or sometimes dysfunctional in the wider society.
Correct.
And so it's the building blocks of our identity. And so whatever we've constructed through the process of socialization is going to be what is.
And then in essence, technically you never depart from that because especially in the formative years, so the 0 to 7 are critically important. And they really shape who we are, you know.
Yes.
They really shape who we
absolutely.
are. You can decidedly do things differently thereafter.
Yes.
But it's almost like there's an innate socialization that happens within that period that you're either going to stick with it or decidedly go against it.
But even even the ways in which you re-socialize later on, depending on what social exposures you have, those things are influenced by that foundation. So it still has an impact, you know?
Absolutely important.
Absolutely, yeah. So we definitely have to be mindful about how we are producing adults of the future.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of adults of the future, we have some adults among us who represent our nation.
Yes.
And last night was a very exciting launch. CVM Copa launch party happened. And I don't think at this point anybody doesn't know. If you don't know, come from under the rock from which you are living, because Copa is upon us. Last night we did have the official launch of Copa America 2024 at Usain Bolt's Tracks and Records, where we got a chance to hear the highly anticipated announcement of the Reggae Boys Copa squad. And obviously so much more happened as well. So let's just say it had some sizzling moments on screen and on social media. So later in the show we're going to have a little recap about that. And also a little birdie has told me that Craig Butler will be joining us to give his perspective on the squad that was announced. Very interesting, because there's also been some buzz on social media. Because a couple of, well, not a couple.
A couple, two.
Yeah.
Two is a couple.
Yeah, well, there's one in particular, one player in particular who was announced in the squad, that is Leon Bailey. He did have a very cryptic message that he shared on his social platform. So I'm very interested to hear what we make of that. We also see where Craig Butler had a comment to make. He did say on social media that Leon Bailey has stated that he is taking a break from the Jamaica national team for his mental health and to spend time with his family. His position has not changed. So we kindly ask that you respect his wishes at this time. Posts made on social media that are surfacing at this time is a misrepresentation of his position, which is very interesting. So, you know, he did say that he wishes them well and wishes them well at the Copa and, you know, all the best to the management and everybody, but Leon was named in the squad.
Yeah, well,
so
that's the thing. I guess it was. We'll talk about that.
We're going to talk about it.
That.
There's
I have my
lots
own
to talk
interpretation. Of course, remember to tune in to CVM Television from June 20 to July 14 to watch the Reggae Boys compete against the likes of Argentina. Lionel Messi very much involved. Brazil. Brazil's squad is very strong. Mexico, USA, and more in this year's tournament. It is one to watch, and you can watch it right here on CVM TV. See it happen right here. Today is, of course, you know, there's a day for everything. Today is International Albinism Awareness Day. It's a day that's used to educate persons about albinism, a genetic condition that affects people worldwide, regardless of gender or ethnicity. This day allows us to highlight the challenges faced by those with albinism. If you are such, you are referred to as an albino, and promotes their rights and well-being. So,
you know, this is one of those days where you wouldn't think that there was a day for it, but I'm actually really glad there is.
Yes,
because there's
indeed.
there's still a social stigma that's attached to it.
Yeah.
I know that especially in a lot of African nations, there is this belief that there is something evil or some type of witchcraft associated if your child is born with albinism, or you know, somebody put a hex on you, or then they make a visit over St. Mary and your baby. You understand?
Yeah.
But we need to have these conversations.
Years ago, I mean, albinos were killed because of the perception that, you know, there was something special in their blood. So if I have a certain problem, what I need to fix it is the blood of an albino.
Correct.
An albino girl or and so it is a really serious thing in some cultures.
I'm actually really happy that there is a day to raise awareness about what actually is the cause of albinism or albinism rather, and just to realize that it have nothing to do with no guzu.
Yeah, no, and
nobody
also
no guzu, nobody.
As a parent, if your child is an albino, then you now have to look at, for instance, skincare or eye care or all of these things to grow them in a way that is, you know, functional and healthy. Yeah, definitely.
Well, we do have a great show planned for you today, especially for all the Sunrise dads that are watching and that are here in studio with us. Your little Sunrise dad leader of the squad. So, from fatherhood to finance tips in Money Masterclass to some cool Copa America 2024 updates, and even a daddy makeover in styling it.
You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one.
We're gonna I don't know still. I feel like the mixtape should have been like, you mommy daddy or like
daddy, probably Friday. Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow.
Here's a mixtape for you. Get ready for this.
What?
चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 सारे इश्क की छाँव चल छैया छैया सारे इश्क की छाँव चल छैया पाँव जन्नत चले चल छैया छैया पाँव जन्नत चले चल छैया चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 घूमे रे मचले रे मारा मन गूंजे रे बालम के बोल गाड़े संग ढोल बाजे थाई थाई धम धम थाई ना गाड़े संग ढोल बाजे थाई 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 धम धाई ये धिंगड़ाक आजा उड़ के सराट पैरों से बीड़ी जरा ना गाड़े संग ढोल बाजे थाई थाई धम धम धाई
White skin girl, heart black. Ice, meat, my future dark. Why this color, very color, very color.
The new KFC Chizza Zinger. Crispy, spicy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni in a brioche bun. Available for a limited time. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
In life, the more you have to lose.
The more you love, the more you worry. The more you own, the less you sleep.
The more people rely on you, the more you have on your mind.
I have peace of mind.
Knowing that whatever I own
and whoever I care about are covered by the very best.
with Sagicor Life and Advantage General, get life, health, and general insurance to help you protect what matters most.
The new KFC Cheats a Zinger. Crispy, spicy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni in a brioche bun. Available for a limited time. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on your drama station. Brought to you by
Choose your life insurance coverage, apply, and pay online. Live the e-life with Sagicor Life. The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15.
Book the date. Mark your calendar. It's a start to the Copa America like no other. Witness the likes of Messi, Julian Alvarez, and Emi Martinez as the reigning world and Copa America champions Argentina come face-to-face with CONCACAF hopefuls Canada. Live Thursday, the 20th of June at 7 p.m. See it happen on CVMTV. Copa America 2024 brought to you by KFC. Courts.
Welcome back to Sunrise. It is now time for the headlines, which means, of course, your girl, Tikimus Maximus Meridius, is here, and she is here missing her Woolmer's tie, but she's in maroon and white just the same.
I get quite a geese for life. Hey, I'm teaching you guys well, you know. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Great morning.
You and those Woolmerian past student socials have been paying off. But all right, let's hear what you got. Hear what you got. So it is looking quite good. All right, so let's go over to what we've got in the headlines.
You ready?
Yeah.
I feel like you're ready. Let's start. So first up, brothers killed in Westmoreland. 3 brothers were ambushed at their home in Bath, Westmoreland, Tuesday night, leaving 2 dead and the other injured. It's reported that shortly after 10 p.m., the brothers were at home when armed men breached a window and opened fire. The deceased have been identified as 34-year-old Leon Glaze, otherwise called Tallman, and 32-year-old Cyril Glaze, otherwise called Charlie, who had a disability. Their younger brother remains in critical condition at the hospital, and it's said that the brothers were entrepreneurs with their own small business who were not known to be troublemakers or involved in any wrongdoing. This incident comes only 3 days after gunmen struck in Dunbar's River Savlamar, shooting 2 other brothers, one fatally. So both incidences are still being investigated.
All right, that is one that when I saw it yesterday morning, I was like, wow. You know, it is another one of those difficult situations because you see violence visited upon a family, and our family is looking at struggling to save one brother and 2 are gone. You know, they're now preparing a funeral, and I don't care. I mean, we often say, well, they could have been mixed up in her. You know, we've become so sensitized to the violence that somebody say, you hear what happened to so-and-so brother? 2 of them dead. And the first thing is, I wonder what them do. Because that presupposes that they could have done something or they could have been involved in something that would merit this.
I feel like it's also a defense mechanism because it happens so often. It's like, I'm sure they were mixed up in something. That wouldn't happen to me, or that wouldn't happen to our family, man. This must mix up because to think of it as random and it could happen to any one of us is so scary. And
but
so
the truth is that the truth is that in about 87% of murders in Jamaica, the overwhelming majority are not random. That's the sad thing. That when you look, you have in the 70s of percentage. Sometimes, some years, it's in the 80s of percentage of murders are gang related, and then you have in the high teens are interpersonal, right? And so it's a very small margin that's random. You know, so the average person, it doesn't visit upon them. But the truth is that if you are in proximity to people who are in proximity to violence, the violence then becomes visited upon you.
Yes.
So you're there sitting in your yard watching Netflix and don't know how gunshots start rain and you get catch and then now you're in hospital. Exactly, because gunshot don't have eye and it don't have sense. We always hear that. And so the gunshot don't care who you are. If it over penetrates the intended target and hits you behind, killing you, you know, it is what it is, and it is very sad.
It's unfortunate, though. It is. Next up, though. Oh, next up.
If we can motivate ourselves.
Right? Next up, let's move forward. The National Works Agency to launch $6 million cleanup initiative for Sandy Gully. So the government is set to spend $6 million to clean up what's now considered a popular problem area, the Sandy Gully. This comes as experts predict an 85% chance of an above normal Atlantic hurricane season. Chief Executive Officer at the NWA, E.G. Hunter, shared the news Wednesday at a post-cabinet press briefing. Hunter confirmed that efforts will commence this week. Nationwide drain cleaning is already underway and will be repeated in August and December.
Well, you know what I like about this immediately is I love when things are preempted. I love that we're doing things as in my opinion, they ought to be done, and I don't like when we're reactive. So if we know hurricane season is upon us, we now wait until we'll see the storm here, it's 4 days away, come, hurry up and do what we need to do. But again, I would like to highlight that we don't have to have these massive cleanup operations if we have better disposing practices. So we have to just stop using our gullyways as disposing sites, because that's not what they are. They're actually waterways to allow water to make its way in the designated channels, so that we reduce flooding and we reduce the issues of not just our home flooding, but erosion and landslides and whatever, because if the water moves, it doesn't have the ability to make all the damage.
Definitely. It is a serious matter. What I would even say is we have to look at it from a cultural perspective. That the culture of waste disposal, but also the culture of collection. Because some people are going to say, because everybody's going to have their own opinion on it, but some people are going to say, you have to collect the people in garbage, and the people have to know that you're going to collect their garbage, so they won't feel that they have to dispose of it in themselves. The gully. So if you have regular garbage collection, so if you improve on collection, so how much new garbage trucks, I would hope that they are dispersed throughout the corporate area and other parts of the country, so that people have a reliable sense of my garbage will be collected. But also we need to empower people in particular communities to be able to go and put out their garbage in a particular way. And remember that away is a place. So when you throw it away is a place, and it will end up in the gully. And the other thing is that some of the parts of the gully, we have significant deposits of sediment. Until it come in like you have like a little island.
You see little plants are growing.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
So we have to clean. These are a part of the cleaning that we have to do.
And everybody thinks, I think it happens where, when you think, oh, I'm just throwing away this bag, I'm just throwing away this bottle. It can't make no big difference. Everybody's doing it. It causes a problem. So just let's not.
I still maintain though, I have a question from the last time. My question has still not been answered. If anyone knows the answer, please comment it on our YouTube channel or in our social pages. Where does one dispose of an old fridge?
Oh yes, you did ask that
question. I still would like to know. Where does one dispose of an old fridge?
Maybe call NSWMA and
they come and take it up.
They could get the information.
Remember that appliances degrade in a particular way. You don't want those things just
going into the bodies of water.
Regular places.
Where and how? We need answers.
We'll do a project.
We should.
All right, let's go now to some international news. Russian submarine and ships arrive in Cuba ahead of Caribbean military exercises. So a nuclear-powered submarine entered Cuban waters yesterday with 3 Russian naval ships. The vessels are expected to stay in Havana through the weekend ahead of military exercises in the Caribbean in the coming weeks. Photos taken in Havana showed the submarine identified as the Kazan cruising into the Cuban capital city's harbor. However, reports are that the U.S. intelligence community assessed that while the submarine is nuclear-powered, it isn't carrying nuclear weapons. White House National Security spokesman John Kirby has also responded to the report, saying that the Russians' time in the Caribbean wasn't expected to pose a threat to the U.S., saying, quote, clearly this is them signaling their displeasure about what we're doing for Ukraine, end quote.
Well, it's a Caribbean military exercise, and we do have military displays, but in terms of the machinations of superpowers, you're going to have those things, and because you're going to have, when we look at theories of international relations, the machinations of one automatically causes responses in the other, perceptions of threat, and you interpret it within the context of the global environment. So I would think that if a Russian submarine is coming to participate in this thing, that the U.S. is naturally going to perceive it in a particular way. So whoever was organizing it would naturally have to have foreseen that, I would think.
I would imagine so too.
So we watch and see, and we hope
that
I know
that
just,
according to reports, the U.S. intelligence also shadowed the ships.
I would hope that they would. I would expect that they would.
Just checking on you, just seeing what you're doing.
I would expect that they would.
Sure, you know what I mean?
Anything other than
and will do so when they return as well.
Correct.
So,
definitely.
So yeah, I mean, one of those things. But last up, Copa America 2024. Earlier, they mentioned our Copa America launch that had happened yesterday at Usain Bolt's Tracks and Records, and I just know that football fans everywhere are super excited. So CVMTV will be bringing live Copa America action straight to you, so you can catch all the goals and drama on CVMTV from June 20 to July 14. Tune in from the comfort of your homes and watch as the Reggae Boys take on Mexico in their opening game at Copa America 2024 on June 22.
All right.
Well, that's it for the headlines. And when we return, we're going Father's Day shopping with Miss Pearly Grandson on Sunrise Foreign Exchange. Please stay with us on Sunrise.
Time to paint and play. Enjoy a complete bonding experience with a family canvas fiesta. Get ready for a steam-tastic extravaganza and dive into some slime time fun. Paint and Play promises to be a fun-filled day and more. Register now to be there on Sunday, July 7 at the Holiday Inn in Montego Bay from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Don't miss out. It's going to be an unforgettable day. See you at Paint and Play.
Copa America 2024 is coming to you this summer, right here on CVMTV. That's right, you get big-side access from the comfort of your home so you can catch all the live action. Tune in and watch as Brazil, Argentina, Jamaica, USA, and more battle for Copa supremacy. Tournament kicks off on June 20 and runs through to July 14. Cheer on the boys and see the goals and drama of Copa America happen live on CVMTV.
Thanks so much for staying with us. So the countdown is on, right, to Father's Day, because it's coming up. It's a big one. It's coming up.
Yes.
Well, earlier this week, we had our Father's Day Sunrise Gift Market with Gianna. And this morning, we're going shopping in foreign with Miss Pearly grandson for the good, bad, and hopefully not so ugly Father's Day gifts that we may want to avoid. Yeah, well, let's check this out.
June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and Father's Day falls in June. Now, I know that you are scuffling and trying to get your Father's Day gift, so I just wanted to come to you this morning on foreign exchange from a department store just to point out to you some of the do's and don'ts when you shop for your Father's Day gift in 2024. Obviously, I don't need to go very far to start our list of don'ts. Now, whether your father is a pastor, a preacher, evangelist, a deacon, or if him work in an office, or if him have multiple formal occasions, this is still grossly overrated. In 2024, on behalf of all the fathers in Jamaica, please and thank you, no ties. Unless we did ask your feet. I'm almost sure we can bet my bottom dollar so there is no father in Jamaica who is asking you for ties. Unless we're working on a construction site, we won't expect so we had with so much socks. You get with socks last year, the year before last, the year before that, the year before that, and the year before that. We don't want no more socks. In 2024, mark off socks after your Father's Day gift list. We are not Squidward. We are not octopus. We don't expect we're supposed to put on so much socks when we work on construction site. No. So talk it through to God, love. As a wife and a mother of the man children, you feel okay if you walk into a store and pick up one 3-in-1 condition, shampoo and body wash. Jeez and peace, have a conscience, man. For this Father's Day in 2024, we don't want a 3-in-1. If you have it on your list, take it off, please and thanks. Belts, have them placed. But a bit of advice, check on the status of the 4 or the 5 where you already gift with to see the condition with them in. 10 chances to 1 if it was a proper leather belt, we don't need a brand new one at this time, so you can cross it off your Father's Day list. Undershirts, we welcome them. Them have them placed. But how much you expect if you have some? Remember, so the undershirt is not the main event, you know. Underneath we wear it. Which means, say, if we have a good half a dozen, or we can wear for the week, wash on the weekend, we don't quite need no more at this time. Please take off the undershirts and the marinas off on the Father's Day list. Now, when it comes to men underwear, I mean, I talk about like down south underwear. I understand, say, sometimes this is not our strong point. I understand, say, a father will make sure, say, all I'm picking them school fee pay, we make sure, say, the bills pay, we make sure, say, the house up and running, up and gunning, wife look beautiful, and make sure, say, car sort out. But when you check them thing, you can almost use it as a separating device because it have more hole in it than a sieve or a strainer. So me get it. Before you make the decision to strike off the underwears off of the list, actually read the room first. Like check the chest drawer them. So I'm not going to quite tell you if you take off this yet because it might be necessary. However, this cannot be the be all end all of the gift. And by the way, no caps. So I get that by now, half of your gift list might look like this, the paper of an academically challenged child who did not actually study for the exam. But don't panic because I have a few suggestions of things that you can get for your deserving father on this Father's Day. If your budget allows, a suit makes an excellent gift, you know, especially one of neutral color. Because your father generally have important places to go and important things to do. And when him go, you want him to look good, then you want him to represent the family well, don't it? Yes, man. So a suit has the potential to make an excellent gift, but here's a little tip for you. Make sure so the measurement accurate, because what you don't want is for people left out of the house, go road, if you ever hang pan nail. But can't lose off a suit. Footwear, a decent pair of shoes also make for an excellent gift. But as me say, a decent pair. If you get them on a nice pair of leather shoes, and if you want to be strategic about it, you can get a pair of shoes and can wear on multiple occasions to multiple different places. Madam Secretary, please put it in the minutes and let the record show that when I said footwear, me never say slippers. If you get daddy a good watch, that's a good gift. You know what can elevate that gift and make it move from good to excellent? If you actually take the time out to have the names of the children inscribed on it, or if you send a special note to let them know, say, boy, them is really a good father. In this day and age when men now really hold the fort and do what them supposed to do, them actually did their rally around you and a rally around the picnic them. Yeah, that's an excellent gift for a father. Now, whereas we have made the decision that we are eliminating stick raisers from the gift list, we cannot negate the fact that beard has evolved significantly these past couple of years. And so it is an excellent gift to consider giving your father a set of a grooming set where you have things like beard oil and a set of clippers and shear and all them something here so you can take care of them fierce. But you know what is the elevated version of that? If you were to actually go the extra mile and get that a gift spa treatment. Treat the man to a little spa treatment, a little massage. You understand what I said? The man work hard. He have nuts in him back they want to rub out too. He muscle them tense up. You see what I say? He want a little facial something, and a little hand shell something, and a little foot shell something. No for the man them foot back one creep off. And don't just give it to him, but superimpose it on him. Because you know, so the model of masculinity that we subscribe to in Jamaica sometimes do not permit us men to take care of ourselves and to pump ourselves. Truthfully, if you never give it thought and time kind of sort of gone, you can't lose half a decent bottle of cologne. Worse, if you did have a list set up and by the time you watch this on CVM, you find out that all of the things on your list not really cut it in 2024. A decent bottle of man fragrance to make sure your father smell good, you can't go wrong with that. Of course, the decision to gift or not to gift ultimately rests with you, or the decision to decide what to gift is also yours. Now, whereas I can make recommendation, I know I can't tell you what to do, but the last one I'm going to say is this: even if you not do nothing for him for Father's Day, at least change him bathing rack. This is Mr. the Grandson checking out from another foreign exchange segment. Whether you get a gift on Father's Day or not, I'm pretty sure so that now I'm going to stop you from do what you have to do. Happy Father's Day to you. You deserve it.
Need auto insurance? Advantage General puts you in the driver's seat. With Advantage General Online, you've got the green light to request a quote, purchase insurance, submit claims, even pay renewals online. Go from zero to insured in 10 minutes.
All done.
Advantage General, a member of Sagicor Group Jamaica.
Book the date. Mark your calendar. It's a start to the Copa America like no other. Witness the likes of Messi, Julian Alvarez and Emmy Martinez as the reigning World and Copa America champions Argentina come face-to-face with CONCACAF hopefuls Canada. Live Thursday, the 20th of June at 7 p.m. See it happen on CVMTV. Copa America 2024 brought to you by KFC. Courts.
Welcome to Fatherhood and Finances. Joining me in the man cave today is boy dad Dennis Brooks and girl dad Ryan Aking. Now, as many of you know, fatherhood comes with its own joys and challenges. And one of the most crucial responsibilities is managing finances effectively. Whether you're a new dad navigating the financial implications of parenthood or a seasoned father looking to optimize your family's financial future, we get candid with the matter of fatherhood and finances. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
All right.
Good?
Nice like a reasoning session this kind.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Guess what? Father's Day is coming up.
True.
And I'm big on Father's Day because I believe that as good fathers, and I'm using the term good fathers, because we grew up hearing and know that the man them now go and go, the fathers now go and go. I love the fact that this generation of fathers, we're amplifying the look of good fathers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Great fathers.
I've always felt strongly about that. That like I said to myself, when I become a father, I am going to push back on this narrative that has been dominant in my time growing up. Like back in the 80s and 90s, especially in the 90s, it was always hate on dads.
Definitely.
Every Father's Day was National Hate on Dad's Day. And I was like, and then I never had my father because my father died. So I just hated Father's Day. So I mean, now I have an opportunity to love Father's Day. I have an opportunity to, try to, in my own way, push back on that. So I'm glad to have this kind of conversation.
Very much so. But gentlemen, Orion and Dennis, what are some of the things that you enjoy most about being a father? And the second part, did you always wish to being a father? Was that always a dream? Say, when I get big, I want to be a father?
No. Well, to be honest, for me, coming up, when I would have had the initial, motive to say, hey, by a certain age, you want to make sure, say, you have your youth and all these things. But me becoming a father has pretty much been one of the best things in terms of shifting my focus in terms of, goals and objectives and things that you want to achieve. And one of these things, of course, would have been, how you go about dealing with your finances. You can be careless certain ways in how you go about dealing with certain things, business-wise, family-wise, because you have to put them at the forefront.
Definitely.
So
what's one thing you love about being a father? You dream about being a father, what you love about being a father? Taking the money out of the conversation, what do you love about being a dad?
But that's the thing, it ties back into it, is being able to ensure that my daughter is good and always will be good.
Nice.
Making sure that I'm providing for her the way that I want, the way that I've always envisioned for it to happen.
Nice. Dennis?
Geez, you don't want to start me up. But I mean, one of the things that I love the most is just the way how my son reflects back on me. And like some of the times I hear myself in him and I realize that I'm creating someone. I'm producing an adult for the future, and I want to produce a young man who is going to make a huge difference.
And for me, it's a bittersweet is seeing them grow. I love seeing them grow, but I hate seeing them grow. I don't know if you understand.
Time flies because the more they grow is the less they need you.
And I love when they need me. Then you sent me a WhatsApp in the week and said, Carlton, cherish the moments, because remember, when they get big, them nobody wants you.
And there are times when I got to my say, you can't give me a hug.
You're going so.
She's just 5 with us.
Imagine my church is 8, 10 and 12.
Imagine when you're lame. That's what I always say. Imagine they worship you now, but when you're no longer cool.
Them park you. And I can tell you that. But we're enjoying the moment, seeing them growing, seeing them evolving and being versions of ourselves in them. But from a financial perspective, which I want to double down on this morning, what are some of the challenges that you have faced in being a father when it comes to your finances? And how have you been navigating that space or the challenges?
I think of course, there's the social responsibility, the perception of what my job is as a father financially. And so, like, I mean, when school fee time come, and you're like, hold on, I never just pay one school fee. Like, what is going on here? Say, oh, the school fee them come so quick, you know. You know, to be thinking my responsibility, I cannot fail. Yeah. That feeling of pressure, like I cannot fail this young person. This person is counting on me, you know. And I always wonder, like, how did our parents shield us from the fact that they never have no money? Because I said to myself, my son doesn't care that I don't have any money. Like the other day I said to him, he asked for something and I'm like, I don't have any money. He said, well, go to the ATM, Daddy.
Oh, no.
I have to tell you the same thing to you. This little 5-year-old, go to the ATM. I said, he said, well, pay for it with your card.
Use a credit card. I'm like, that's not how it works.
I'm like,
what's happening here?
No, man,
so that's a sense of responsibility.
I share the same sentiment, as believe me, especially when it comes around to anything that they need or want. You don't want to be the person who's going to have to tell them no, you can't do it.
Yeah.
For me, it is a situation is either I find a way or I make one.
But that's good. Because as fathers, I strongly think that our responsibility includes protecting, but a big part is also providing. I'm a big advocate for that because as men, as fathers, we need to be providing for our children. And I have heard the narrative before, as you mentioned, the father them workless because they weren't providing, or the father them not good because they only show up when it's the graduation season. And we have heard that narrative. So for me, I'm big, and when it comes to what the children need financially, I must be able, as Dennis said, to come up the curb. I must be able to ensure that I am providing for my child for whatever they need.
But also, a part of providing is knowing the limits.
Yes. Yeah.
And you have to be able to say no. And have to so that the child can learn the power of no. Or sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes the answer is not now. And you have to be able to tell them. Like, so I'm trying to teach my son about money. Like, so we'll go on the road and like I'll give him money, and we're on the road for the day, and he'll ask me for fries. And we'll go into whatever fries place he wants. And I said, well, you have money, pay for it. And then he'll ask me something. And I said, do you have any money? And he's like, he don't have any more money. And I try to teach him, you have some money left, but remember, you have to bring home something for mommy. You have to bring home something for mommy because we need to teach him how to take care of woman.
Exactly.
That's that. You don't have that problem now. To take care of the body. Yeah, you don't have that problem now. But what has fatherhood contributed to your financial progress? Has it contributed or has it taken away from your financial progress?
I would say both, but one thing that pre-2019 and post-2019, I'm a far more aggressive person. Financially.
Yeah, hunt it.
Like me just.
Hunt it,
man. So one of the things for me, it has done, as I mentioned before, shifted my focus. So you see, when it comes to especially certain things that I wouldn't before, like in early 20s, like all investment and stocks and all of those things, everything that I have in terms of an investment or asset, make sure so her name upon it.
Okay, nice.
You know, because it is something that also, even the point that you mentioned earlier in terms of teaching them how to manage money. Same. My daughter will go on the road, she wants something, and sometimes you have to know your limits. She said, baby, we can't get that right now. But what I do is offer an explanation. I say, hey, we can't get that right now because we need to basically save.
But I'm glad you're doing that because in our day, sometimes my no is no. The parents say not getting it and they don't care. There's no reason behind it. It's no, it's a no. But I'm glad that we're able to offer some explanation.
You tell them, say, you want to save. You know, and what I also do is tie it back to the action and say, hey, you need to save your money. So you have a piggy bank. And all of those stuff.
I think it's stupid spending. Like after Jackson Barn, it's like there are certain places where I go regularly. I mean, just stop. Like people say, me just see, like
I saw it go.
I'm like, you know how much money I used to spend on drinks?
I'm a father now, so I cannot do that.
No, you have the responsibility.
I'm like, yo, I'm done at my yard, man.
But I'm glad that we are able as men to understand and realize that when we have children now, some things will have to change. It must change, which speaks to our financial life because we need to ensure that the children have their financial lives are secured. Ensure that when it's time for college, there's money money there. Ensure that there are assets there. Ensuring that we as fathers are creating that generational wealth that we all speak about so often. But practically creating that, you hear that you just start investing even more now because you have a child. And as fathers, we must be doing that. Number one, budget a little bit better. Then you say cut out some things that you used to do because school fee expensive, family expensive, Pampers expensive. Yeah, ensure that you are investing for yourself and for the child because that's important. And teach them the nice way of going forward to level up financially because it's Father's Day.
Yeah.
And we need to get that. Speaking of teaching the children the right way, tune in tonight for...
I saw a clip.
For what? Corner Office. We have a 14-year-old teaching.
And I was really surprised by it.
Is he the adult here?
He sound like he's 34.
No, it's like a seasoned teacher.
It
sound like a man who I teach long time.
But tune in tonight. Morning, Colonel. Morning, Mr. Nugent. But tune in tonight as 14-year-old Keith Nugent will be in our corner office.
All right.
At News Academy.
All right.
Good one, guys.
That's it for Money Master Class this morning. We'll go now to a short break, and Sunrise returns in just a moment.
Time to paint and play. Enjoy a complete bonding experience with a family canvas fiesta. Get ready for a steam-tastic extravaganza and dive into some slime time fun. Paint and Play promises to be a fun-filled day and more. Register now to be there on Sunday, July 7 at the Holiday Inn in Montego Bay from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Don't miss out. It's going to be an unforgettable day. See you at Paint and Play.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on your drama station. Brought to you by
BCIC has third-party car insurance that makes your pockets smile. Get BCIC Minimax, Jamaica's only third-party insurance with unlimited windshield replacement, up to $150,000 to pay for your vehicle repairs, and up to 11 months to pay your premium. Plus, get BCIC Assist with 24/7 roadside assistance island-wide for accident scene assistance, jump starts, and more. Switch and save with BCIC. Visit bciconline.com to sign up today.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
The Sunrise. Step inside the Sunrise Insurance Lounge, and today is all about our cars and making sure you're covered the right way before you head out or skate on the toll. We're joined by branch supervisor at BCIC, the British Caribbean Insurance Company Limited, Mesha Gay Ruddock. She's here to chat with us about car insurance. That's right, the thing that we all need, but sometimes we don't want to pay.
Oh, some people don't really understand too.
What's there to not understand? Well,
Hey.
some people don't understand.
You're right.
So Miss Gay is going to break it down for us, share some tips, and help us figure out how to keep our rides and ourselves safe on the road. First of all, Misha, thanks for joining us again. Always a pleasure having you in studio.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So insurance, everybody on the road needs to have insurance, not just for yourself, but for the other person.
First of all, it's required by law.
Yes.
So regulatory, you are required to have car insurance or motor insurance. The bare minimum would be third-party insurance. So that is you covering others. But we also have policies that can cover for fire and theft. And that can also extend to cover for damage to your vehicle.
You mentioned the ones that I think we hear about all the time. We've become very familiar with, comprehensive or third party, but I've always seen you guys in the space talking about, you have very specialized packages for people who may not have the ability to fork out a chunk at one go. Walk us through some of those.
For sure.
offers.
So the third party policy is one that we zoom in on simply because it's so affordable. We've made it so affordable for our customers. They can pay as little as $50 per day. As little as $50 per day. So essentially it covers you for the bare minimum, yes, but a little above that in terms of you being protected for others.
Is that what you guys call smalls?
That's what we call our smalls, or smalls product, yes.
All right, you just pay as smalls.
Just as smalls.
It makes sense. One thing I find fascinating about the back end of insurance, the side that we don't see, is the side of the mathematicians who calculate what the insurance should be. The people who go to school and study nothing but that, and then they go and work for insurance companies. I remember when I was 23, 24, trying to get my first car, and I found this particular car, one fast car, with my young license. And then they told me the insurance, and I was like, no, can't buy that.
Because 1 + 1 always going to equal 2, so you're high risk, right?
So like you calculate, young youth, fast car, your insurance is different. Tell us about on that side why some people's insurance costs more and some people's insurance costs less.
The truth is, you have to look at the business and identify certainly which risks work better for your business. So everything is priced differently based on your age, the vehicle make. There are different aspects that equate to the price. But at BCIC, we make it so easy for you because we have payment plans. You can choose from 4 to 11 months to pay back monthly. Yeah.
You know what I love? You know that there is a lady-driven, actually, there's a thing to lady-driven. Them say we're not so risky.
Yeah, that's the truth. Because, again, when you study the numbers, the women drive differently than the men. Older men drive differently from young men, and so forth and so
there
on.
are different rating factors that we factor in.
But tell me about the easy pay.
Right. So the easy pay, like I said, it makes it very affordable for the customer, where they can opt from 4 up to 11 months to pay back monthly, whatever the price is.
And what about the hustle?
The hustle, no. So you dictate the price. So a customer comes in and they say, boy, I only have $20,000. We will provide you cover for that amount. And that period.
And that, so you can know what you need at this particular time.
Correct.
And you go
Correct.
for that.
So essentially, we're making it available to you to dictate your price.
Terms.
Yeah, on your terms.
Kind of like have it your way, kind of.
Your way. I love it. I love it. Just like that.
I like that because it's like you come. It's almost what you call it in fashion. It's like it's tailor-made. There's a word for it anyway. But there's a word for it. It's going to come to me. But it's almost like bespoke car insurance.
Indeed.
How have you studied the market to try to give products that, that are unique to the needs of the people, of your customers?
At BCIC, we look at our customer base from the outside in. So how it is that we show up for our customers is definitely impediment on them, what they want. So we identify their needs, such as what they can afford, which is why we developed our smalls product. The hustle, we identify that some customers don't want cover for a full year. They want short-term insurance, and they want to be able to pay for what they can afford and the period. So we develop things like those products for them. Another very fantastic product that we have at BCIC, we call it our Minimax, or our motor repair. It's like a third-party policy with a little benefit for repairs to your vehicle. Yeah, we're the only one in the market with that one.
You say only one in the market, and it's funny because that's where I was going. That the market traditionally has these one-size-fits-all policies,
Right, more so.
and you are now going in a different direction. I feel like I'm
Absolutely.
stepping into a store with just so many different things that for a special fit.
Yeah.
I really like that, and I want to commend BCIC for doing that. Is there anything new coming up in the future in that regard?
Boy, we're always innovating. We pride ourselves as the innovators in the market, and we listen to the customers and try to identify what they need. But for right now, the products that we do have out, are Minimax or Smalls or third party, which we'll be pushing heavily because it's so affordable, or comprehensive package. We also have a Diamond Max package, which covers persons over 60. It's specially tailored for those. So we are always looking to be the innovators to provide that special package for you.
Persons are watching now and they're saying, wait a minute, speaking my language, I need more info. Where do they get that?
You can go to bciconline.com or you can call us at 922-1260. We'll definitely be ready to provide more info.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Our guest was Meshage Ruddock, Branch Supervisor at British Caribbean Insurance Company Limited, BCIC. TK is up next with the news. More Sunrise after the break. Don't
The time by Hyundai or Hyundai 5 free payments, 3 years free insurance, or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7 o'clock. Yo, Glenn, you can't park this here, sir, A joke, what one?
This brother wanna have no insurance. Lick me car. And when me don't go through the claim process with my insurance, and when me argue them and them come say it's all in the documents here. Me no understand none of this.
You see, from when me tell you to switch to BCIC, you know, listen, BCIC is now right mark certified in plain language. Which means that when you get your document, them easy to understand. Even for you. Anywho, gots to go. Doodles.
JN Bank Small Business Loans is linked to so many stories of ordinary Jamaicans and their extraordinary success.
We're very proud to have helped small, medium, and micro businesses come to life and thrive over the years.
It's a demonstration of our strong belief in the business ambitions of Jamaicans. Come, talk to us. Tell us your business. Let's start a partnership and let your business plans appear in real life.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. Day 3 of the high-profile Court of Appeal hearing in downtown Kingston yesterday to determine if Vybz Kartel and his co-accused will be freed saw the lead attorney challenging the prosecution's evidence. Our reporter Natalia Clark was at that session.
Context matters. That's the position of Vybz Kartel's attorney, Isaac Buchanan, who on day 3 of the Court of Appeal hearing sought to rip through the prosecution's evidence. The evidence largely comprises of a main witness, Lamar Chow, and technological data. Buchanan argued that the Crown's reliance on the technological evidence, which includes videos and messages, is questionable, as it was tampered with and obtained in breach of the appellant's right to privacy. Lead judge Marva MacDonald Bishop, however, reminded him that illegally obtained evidence is admissible in Jamaica, and the probative value or evidence which is sufficiently useful to prove something important in a trial is left up to the trial judge. Regarding the eyewitness, Buchanan pointed out inconsistencies in Chow's account of the murder and argued that a retrial would allow the prosecution to rectify these flaws. Should a retrial be granted, another disadvantage for the defense he highlighted is the death of handwriting expert Carl Major, one of their key witnesses. Major was reportedly the only expert to see the original statements collected in the case before they were all lost by the Crown during the 2014 trial. Adding to this, Buchanan stressed the emotional and financial toll a retrial would have on the accused men, particularly Kartel, who suffers from Graves' disease and a heart condition that has reduced his heart function by 50%. Reports were submitted from Kartel's physician, Dr. Karen Phillips, and psychologist, Dr. G. Walcott. He also underscored the financial burden of a new trial, noting cartels' private medical bills, his inability to earn while incarcerated, and his 17 dependents. The lead attorney's presentation ended with the ever-resurfacing concern that should a retrial be ordered, the men will be forced to wait years before the new trial date. He was followed by attorney Iqbal Chevalier, speaking on behalf of Kyra Jones. Citing Jones's affidavit, he too lamented the financial burden of a trial, explaining Jones already spent about $70 million on his defense since his arrest in 2011. Alessandra LaBeach and John Clark also addressed the court. On day 4, Thursday, the prosecution makes their contribution to the substantive hearing. Natalia Clark, CVM News.
Amidst forecasts of a potentially devastating Atlantic hurricane season, the government has announced a significant allocation to tackle an infamous problem area. Ramon Gordon has the details.
The government is set to spend $6 million to clean up the now infamous Sandy Gully. That comes, as experts predict, an 85% chance of an above-normal Atlantic hurricane season. Chief Executive Officer at the National Works Agency, NWA, E.G. Hunter, shared the news Wednesday at a post-cabinet press briefing.
There's a bridge on Spanish Town Road over the gully, and there's a bridge on Washington Boulevard over the gully. Now, we have a special interest in preserving the bridges because to the extent that there is an accumulation of debris within the vicinity of the bridges, whenever the gullies are in spate, it does pose an extraordinary challenge. So we are going to be cleaning the gully to that extent. But again, the total cost to clean the Sandy Gully in the manner that we like to be able to clean it is a tremendously high figure.
While that exact cost remains undisclosed, Mr. Hunter confirmed that efforts will commence this week. Residents in and around this flood-prone area have been pleading for government intervention for years. The footage you're now seeing is from a flooding event late last year, preceding calls for government aid. But Mr. Hunter explained that the delay was not due to a lack of effort.
We did try we went to tender to have public interest for someone to spend their money to take out the material and use the material because there is some value to the material as fill. So in the last 4 years, we did try on 2 occasions to see if we could get some public interest in undertaking that. Regrettably, we didn't get no one bit.
These latest efforts are a crucial part of the government's 3-part plan to confront the anticipated surge in hurricane activity. Nationwide drain cleaning is already underway and will be repeated again in August and December. Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
And in sports, the Reggae Boys squad to contest the Copa America 2024 tournament was named last night live on CVMTV during our Copa Fan Central broadcast event at Usain Bolt's Tracks and Records at Marketplace on Constant Spring Road. It reads as follows. Goalkeepers, Andre Blake, the captain, Kanaya Boyce Clark, Jamali Waits, Haquan Davis. Midfielders, Alex Marshall, Bobby Reed, Joella Thibodeau, Karoy Anderson, Casey Palmer, Kevon Lambert. Defenders, Amari Bell, Damian Lowe, Dexter Lembe Kisa, Deshaun Bernard, Ethan Pinnock, Greg Lee, John Bell, Michael Hector, Richard King, Wesley Harding. Forwards, Damari Gray, Kaheem Dixon, Leon Bailey, Mikhail Antonio, Ronaldo Cephas, Shamar Nicholson. The competition begins June 20 and you can watch it all right here on CVM TV. West Indies advanced to the Super 8 round of the T20 World Cup after Wednesday's 13-run win over New Zealand. Sherfane Rutherford cracked 68 from 39 balls as the home team posted 149 for 9. In reply, the Kiwis were restricted to 136 for 9 with Alzari Joseph taking 4 for 19 and Gudakesh Moti 3 for 25. West Indies' final group match will be against Afghanistan. And that's it for morning news. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. More Sunrise after this.
South American Football Tournament, Copa America 2024. From June 20 to July 14, see it happen only on CVMTV. And we're bringing the action straight to you. Come out to our CVM Copa Fan Central locations and cheer on the Reggae Boys as they go up against the likes of Brazil, Argentina, and Mexico. Enjoy drink specials, entertainment, and who knows, you just might leave with a prize or two. Come for the game and stay for the vibes. CVM Copa Fan Central.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
CVM presents Copa Facts. Costa Rica. Costa Rica have competed in the Copa America 5 times and reached the quarterfinals twice. On 4 occasions, they have been directly invited. The Copa America Centenario in 2016 was a collaboration of the CONCACAF and the CONMEBOL, with Costa Rica qualifying by virtue of winning the 2024 Copa Centroamericana. Copa America 2024, brought to you by KFC. Courts.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
All right, it's now Copa kickstart time, and last night was a pretty big night on the Copa scene here in Jamaica. Orion joins us for a recap of the night that was. Over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Of course, CVMTV is the official broadcasters, or broadcast rights holders for Copa America 2024 in Jamaica. And what this means is that we'll bring the action directly to our viewers via both our CVM and CVM Plus channels. Last night's activities was great. I mean, we officially launched it last night at the Usain Bolt Tracks and Records, and of course, during the event we announced some special upcoming features such as our Copa Fan Central watch locations across the island, where people, fans of the Reggae Boys and so on, will be able to come out and watch in an atmosphere that is electrifying and entertaining.
Oh, wait a minute though. Across the island, I love that. That's a bit of a build-up from the last time we did this, because it was one location. So tell us about that.
So this will be multiple locations in Kingston, Mandeville, Clarendon, Montego Bay, all those spots. So even if you're way out on the next side of the island, you'll still be able to join in on all the festivities that we'll be having.
Very nice.
Nice. One of the other things that was also announced is our special post and pre-game and post-game shows dubbed the Copa Fan Central Live. And that will be hosted by well-known sports broadcasters George Davis, Orville Higgins, and they will also be joined by former reggae girl Sharona Forrester.
Wicked. I love that. I love when Sharona is on a panel. I really like what she brings to a panel.
What are some of the features of our coverage that is going to make it special?
So
in terms of watching with CVM.
Well, watching with CVM, a lot of what we'll be doing this time is around the fanfare and giving people opportunities to engage with us. So it's not just about watching. You'll be able to win prizes, especially throughout the entire match weeks. We'll be giving away opportunities for viewers people who are watching even on locations to win like key prizes from our sponsors, and it will just be one great atmosphere in general. So it is something to look forward to. We will also have the segments that will feature some of past players, like other analysts giving their opinions, things like that. It's definitely something that we were looking forward to.
You're a digital marketer. We live in a digital world. In terms of the things that we might miss, highlights and stuff, we have it digital, brother. Digital. I can be. If I'm in a doctor's office, do I have the digital side of it?
Well, currently right now it is on CVM and CVM Plus channels, so these are available on both the cable from a flow and digital perspective. In terms of watching it online, currently right now it will pretty much still just be on the cable channels for the time being.
Last night we were introduced to our squad, very exciting squad. I'm going to shamefully just say it's so nice to see Alex Marshall in the mix. I remember I used to watch Alex when he was at St. George's College, and he's always been a nice little player. Oh man, so it's nice to see him in the mix. But we also saw the reveal of our jerseys. So we have some models in studio with us who are going to give us a look-see at what we're going to have our players representing us in, rocking our jerseys. And come on in as well. We have another model. Come on in. I love this kit.
Yeah, man,
I want this kit. All right, I my kit,
you know, my thing about support, you want to go out and support in your colors.
Yeah.
You want to to give them that support. Where can we get these jerseys? No, I need the hookup.
Yeah, man. So everybody is asking that question, and trust me, as soon as it's released, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be.
Yeah, man. They'll be out.
Yeah, man. So this. Mike it, for sure.
No. Mike it. Watch out, we're going to come work at the same clothes for the next
uniform day.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on those shorts, though. Don't sleep on those shorts.
Yeah,
I mean, can we see the shorts a little bit more? I like it. I'm gonna be in those shorts.
You know what I love the most about this, though? It's the buzz that's in the air. It's my favorite time of year, because football colliding with cricket, colliding with tennis for me as a tennis lover. I mean, track coming up, you can't ask for more.
I mean, it's even who the boys going up against. It would be the Brazil, the Mexico, the USA, and the Philippines, Argentina.
You definitely want to see that. You want to see our boys playing against Messi and the likes.
Yeah, man, ready with the pot cover and
Absolutely.
So June 22 is when we kick off our first match against Mexico. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're locking in for that.
Getting
our
live
kit.
on CVM and CVM Plus.
Awesome. All right. Thank you very much, and thanks, ladies. Also, our models. Big up to you.
Big up.
So on the other side of the break, we're still talking Copa. Craig Butler joins us to share his perspective on the Reggae Boys Copa America squad. Please, you definitely want to stay with us.
Because borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency, the JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 7.
There are certain moments in life you'll cherish forever, like finding love, realizing your life is going to change forever, creating your dream home. These are your great moments, and helping you to achieve them is ours. Chris and Charles, powering great moments since 1992. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
Who is this? The great Akif.
I love this as the great Akif.
Akif is always motivating. From I was in infant school, or others would say basic school, I have this talent. I love teaching. Good morning, students. Good morning, students. So I used to have the teddy bears, and the walls used to be my class, and so on and so forth.
Akif, we're in your school.
Yes.
We're in your corner office. We're in your what?
Corner office.
A rivalry spanning generations, forged in the quest to be CONCACAF's finest. This time their paths will cross at a junction in the Copa America. It's the revitalized Reggae Boys up against the self-assured Mexicans. It's a must-see, live Saturday, June 22 at 7 p.m. on CVM TV. Copa America 2024, brought to you by KFC. Courts.
Staying with us. Well, the Jamaica Football Federation last night released a 26-member squad to the Copa America tournament being held in the USA in a live broadcast on CVMTV from Usain Bolt's Tracks and Records. Well, to much fanfare at the event, the Phoenix Academy duo of Leon Bailey and Dujon Whisper Richards were included in that published squad. Immediately, the coach stated that Whisper was not available due to injury, and shortly after, Leon Bailey and members from his team, including Craig Butler from the Phoenix Academy, both released messages via their Instagram accounts that read, quote, misleading information, and that Leon Bailey is taking a break from football, international football, to be with his family. Joining us on Zoom to add some context to the situation is founder of Phoenix All-Stars Academy, the one and only Craig Butler. Craig, how are you doing, sir?
Not well, but I'm here.
Well, I hope you are much better very soon. Let's start with the obvious question, because even at my last checking earlier this morning, not too long ago, Leon Bailey's name is on a graphic on the JFF social media page. Did they have conversations about him being called up for the squad or participating at all in the tournament? And if there were conversations, as much as is possible, can you share what they were?
Well, unfortunately, JFF has asked us to have a meeting, which I did, and explained our concerns to the JFF and the long-term reparations of the damage. At that time, we did not commit to Leon or Whisper or any Phoenix rejoining the national team because we felt that we should take a stand, but more importantly, that Leon is taking a break. Leon has not had a break since 2016, and he's taking a break to spend time with family. So we explained to them that he's not ready, but we will speak to him, and they're not to make any attempts to include him in the squad until I got confirmation or a communication from Leon, who's in Miami now at Disney World with his family. Unfortunately, they went there.
So, Sir Butler, so how could, with that clear communication from one side, there be some misconstruing of that to end up being an inclusion of his name in the published list when quite the opposite was seemed to have been agreed? What might have caused that?
Well, this is the challenges that we have. We have consistently said that the JFF needs to become more professional And this is not about Leon. Leon really is taking a stand for what he believes is the right thing for the future of Jamaica's football in order to try and get the administration to change and to become more professional. Going ahead and including him in a squad before the player has committed is very unfortunate.
What is the status, or what were the conversations with Dujan Whisper Richards in relation to his inclusion in the squad and his fitness or availability or non-availability?
We advised the administration of the JFF that Whisper was not available and that he would not be available, and they are not to include him in any squad listing, and they still went ahead and did it.
And so it was not necessarily communicated that he was injured, it was communicated that he's not available. Is that a correct interpretation of what you just said?
That is correct, because we have explained to them that he's not been at this time released by his club, because we are still working out whether the injury that he has is going to preclude him from playing or not, because he really could play, but we reserved that right to not include him, and we made it very clear, crystal clear, do not include Whisper in the squad. And they still went ahead and did it. So this is the type of communication and irresponsible communication that we have consistently had to deal with for a long time. And, we have asked them to have a little more professionalism and responsibility as it relates to whether we commit or not. I spoke with the coach. I sent the messages and said, wait to hear how Leon feels. And although I've spoken to you and I've heard that you're all willing to try and become more professional, more organized going in the future, wait until my client has decided yay or nay. Leon has spoken to the coach several times before, including up to a week ago, and said, no, he's not available. So without getting confirmation, they have again listed the player. I don't know why.
The concern then that many would have is that now, on top of the previous things, this is now another element that now causes an impasse between Phoenix, or between Leon and the JFF. The question then in some football circles, in many conversations that are being had here in Jamaica, is that it's almost that Phoenix Academy is a very powerful block now, and that Phoenix players at all levels, even the youth levels, are banding together with Leon in order to advance a particular agenda, which you've outlined. Is it true to say that other players in the Phoenix Academy stables are withdrawing or withholding their services from the national teams, youth teams included, as a part of supporting Leon?
The reality is Phoenix is a very organized, very professional and committed body. We expect to be treated with the same respect that you would treat any overseas-based player that you're requesting into join the national team. And it's not about we're banding together to support Leon. We will always support Leon. It is about dealing with us in a professional manner. It outlined 5 specific points, which is not about Phoenix, it's about Jamaica's football. The fifth and most important one is to not have a chairman of a technical committee being also the owner and coach of a Premier League club. It's a direct conflict of interest under FIFA rules, and it causes nepotism, and it causes where players from organizations like Phoenix and others will be left out of the squad in favor of the players of the chairman of the technical committee. And it causes a long-term effect of correct and best players not being necessarily chosen. And if a coach chooses them, then the coach is fired. And this is
a consistent sticking point. You're saying this has been one of the main, or if not the main, sticking point that is causing this rift to continue.
This has happened with Leon Bailey. From Leon Bailey was 12 years old all the way up. He has not been called for Jamaica's under 12, not been called for Jamaica's under 15, not been called for Jamaica's under 20. Yeah. What we're asking for is that the JFF conform to global standards in how they deal with players, and traveling over long hauls, how they deal with players in terms of rooming, how they deal with players in terms of security at games. These are some of the key components that we're concerned about. And we started talks with them about those concerns, only to have the very next day, they're jumping the gun to ask us to have Leon included, of which we have said, no, we have to wait and we have to resolve these issues first. So it's almost as if they would like Leon to join while not respecting and responding to the issues that we've raised.
Understood. Thank you very much for the clarity that you've brought to the conversation, and we continue the conversation here on CVM. Thank you very much, Craig Butler, founder of Phoenix All-Stars Academy. Coming up next, it's time for Sunrise Quick Fix. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
And householders. Access the Hard NSDA Trust Skills Registry today to employ trained and certified skilled professionals. The time by heart is
7:30.
Hey, how was school?
It was really good, but I'm really hungry. Can we get some juicy patties?
Sure we can. I never see a boil up patty like you.
Son, you good?
No, Dad, I'm starving. Can we get some juicy patties?
Celebrating over 40 years of everyday moments.
CVM presents Copa Facts. Chile. It took 99 years for them to win their first continental title, which they defended at the Copa America Centenario in 2016. Chile won both the 2015 and the 2016 finals against Argentina on penalties, even though they have never defeated the Albiceleste over regular time in tournament history. Copa America 2024, brought to you by KFC. Courts.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure.
All that having a baby now is going to do for you is make you a prisoner of this apartment.
Long run shot, kid.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
All
right, welcome back to Sunrise. Now, unfortunately for us, summer season also means hurricane season. And with hurricane season upon us, heavy rainfalls can wreak havoc on our doors and our door jambs. So leading to decay and, deterioration, and well, that's going to be a problem, right?
Yes,
but fret not. We are here today with one of our favorite DIY segments sponsored by Home and Things. So carpenter at Max Team Renovation and Construction Services Limited, Glenville Haynes, joins us with some practical tips and tricks to replace those worn out doors and door jambs, and maybe even, tackle a few other household projects along the way. Welcome to Sunrise. Good morning.
Morning. How are you doing, Glenville?
Good.
All right, before we even get into change out these kind of door are rotten and this and that, let us first talk about the door options that we have. What kinds of doors we're talking? Because some doors are better for interior, some doors are better for exterior. Walk us through that.
Yeah, actually we have the panel. The panel door good for outside. The board door good for inside.
Right.
So yeah, swing a door like outside, it best use a panel door.
Okay.
So.
But Glenville, before we even go there, like you notice, well, when rain fall, sometimes the door hard to open.
Yeah,
it swell. Or depending on the type of door or the door jambs. Tell us why that is so and what is the impact that it has on the door or the door jam.
Actually, some carpenter swing the door too close. That means to say, by the time if you swing, it book on the jam.
Okay.
You understand?
As in that when rainy time.
Yeah.
But the idea that the wood will swell with water is a real thing. So when you're installing the door, you have to give a little bit of play and space.
That's the reason why we mostly use panel door, panel outside. Yeah. Because panel door no swell like how wooden door.
So ideally, wooden doors inside, panel doors outside. All right, so let's talk about the panel door that we're putting outside now. Tell us about how we're going to install these.
All right. Actually, we are put on the inches. We put on the inches and swing it.
All right. Show us how to do that.
All right. So hold on. We have different sizes. We have them long one here. You go ahead and do it. I love them carpenter things there.
And you just catch it so. Yeah. True. Yeah.
Catch it. Yeah.
So we're using the short screws because the door jams.
The door jams are inch and a half.
Okay.
So we most like use inch and quarter to swing the door.
So you still need it to be long enough to get into the wood, but not too short to edge on the next side.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So take us around.
Okay. First thing, yes, whenever time you swing a door, the lock part supposed to always the outside, the key part.
Okay.
All right. So you need to know where to put it.
Yeah.
All right, so the lock part is on the outside to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the part with the knob go inside that you can turn.
That you can turn. Because especially anytime you turn the knob like turn the knob, you have to make sure say this go as according to how we put on it.
Right,
so.
Right.
Okay.
All right. And make sure you line up. So which one I screw them you use?
No, my God. A little screw there.
And some little one? All right. Do we have the right screws this morning?
Okay.
Shall we go to the hinges then?
Yeah.
Let's head to the hinges.
All right, let's put on the hinges.
So this is not really a project that you can do on your own. You have to have somebody help you to hold the door, right?
I have to have a support.
Right.
Because remember the jam is not on anything.
Right.
Ah, yes. So you have to line it up properly, first of all.
First, the inches on the door must be 6 inches from the top.
Okay.
And 6 inches from the bottom.
Never knew that one.
That's
Never knew that one. 6 inches from the top and 6 inches from the bottom.
Yeah, that's it balanced properly.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Glenville, you look like you need my height, man. Come, let me help you there. Come. Pass me the drill. I will give you a joke. Come. Which screw we putting in? This one going in the top?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yes, Miss Woman things DIY.
There.
Eh?
But hold on, I need some lift off of the floor.
Yeah.
All right, right there, so. See what there? So I don't know, just hold this here, so.
Make sure I turn around.
Glenville, you try and support the door now, man. You have one job, you know.
Support the door.
All right, see where you are now. And then we go in. Oh, so we'll put in this. Glenville, you do that? You set me up.
Take your time, take your time.
All right.
Got it.
It's too high. I mean, too low. Let's take it off reverse.
Okay.
Hey, flick it the other way.
Just catch the screw. From there. This one is so.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
All right. Yes, that's the right way now. All right. Come forward a little bit now to Dennis. Right. No. Go over. Right there, so.
Yeah.
Hey! Everyone hold them breath.
You look like me really need some HIIT for you.
I'm gonna give you the shoes to put on, Glenn. So you just have to brace the door. Come again now. So like now, if I catch this one, you're gonna catch the lower, lowest one, right?
Yeah.
As in the lower hinge or up here? So?
There's a trick into it, you know.
Tell me the trick.
You have to catch one screw
at the top
and one screw at the foot.
All right, so we'll go down to the foot.
Okay.
Hold on.
Out.
How we make sure? Yeah, right there, so. Right there, so. All right. How that stay?
All right, and then they've kind of put it all back together.
Yeah.
So now from that at the top and that at the bottom, you can make sure that the other ones are aligned.
Yes.
Right.
So everything line up. Everything line up.
All right, we're gonna continue our DIY door installation section, of course, during the break. But our guest has been Glenville Haynes, carpenter at Max Team Renovation and Construction Services Limited. Thank you very much to Gary Brown for holding the door.
Hi, Gary. Gary, how you doing?
Coming up next, we get the inside scoop on how to grow your business with the Development Bank of Jamaica, DBNG. The DBJ. We'll be back. More Sunrise after this.
In their quest to be CONCACAF's finest. This time their paths will cross at a junction in the Copa America. It's the revitalized Reggae Boys up against the self-assured Mexicans. It's a must-see, live Saturday, June 22 at 7 p.m. on CVMTV. Copa America 2024, brought to you by KFC. Courts.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVMTV.
Copa America 2024 is coming to you this summer, right here on CVMTV. That's right, you get big side access from the comfort of your home so you can catch all the live action. Tune in and watch as Brazil, Argentina, Jamaica, USA, and more battle for Copa supremacy. Tournament kicks off on June 20 and runs through to July 14. Cheer on the boys and see the goals and drama of Copa America happen live on CVMTV.
the internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
All right, welcome back to Sunrise. Thanks so much for staying with us. So the question is, do you want to grow your business? Well, no biggie. It's time to talk all things entrepreneurship with a special focus on the Development Bank of Jamaica and their mission to empower all entrepreneurs. Joining us is Program Manager of Boosting Innovation, Growth and Entrepreneurship Ecosystem, Big E, Christopher Brown, and he'll tell us more about how DBJ is paving the way for entrepreneurship. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Before we even get into Big E, let's talk a bit about the DBJ and maybe their roles in terms of, the country and economic growth and so on.
All right. So the Development Bank of Jamaica, firstly, it's a government institution, an agency of the government, and the primary focus is to facilitate, support economic activity. So we do that through a number of different things. We give loans through financial institutions, which could be commercial banks, credit unions, investment banks, microfinance institutions. So we have a wide network of financial institutions that you can go to and ask for DBJ funding and get it.
Okay.
We also provide what we call a guarantee fund. So, typically if you want to get a loan, you need to provide some collateral, whether it's house, land, car, cash. Many businesses don't have access to that. So we will step in as a guarantor and say we will put up some money for you on your behalf so you can get access to that. So that's our credit enhancement facility. We provide grants and technical support. So from time to time we'll put out calls for people to get access to funding that they don't have to pay back, but it's to encourage more activity to happen.
In a capitalist economy, we always hear that government is not supposed to be an inhibitor. You don't want to take up space and block the growth of business. It's supposed to be a catalyst. In this regard, in terms of what you described, it sounds like the DBJ is really trying to be that catalyst for economic growth and to see opportunities and say, hey, businesses can move in this direction. Are people awake to the things that the services that DBJ provides? Do you think?
Some businesses are, but again, there's always more you can do to spread that word. Our primary thing is to try and get private sector development to happen. So you'll hear me talk about us partnering with a lot of institutions who are private sector institutions to try and get our funding out, or our services, training, technical support out to businesses, and that's how economic activity will really grow.
Speaking of the growth of economic activity, let's talk about Big E, because Big E sounds like it has the potential to do exactly that and some. Walk us through. I actually think it's so cool. The name is actually very clever.
I quite like it.
When it registered, I was like, oh.
If I was in the meeting, I was like, yeah.
We'll find it.
Whoever Tom in marketing who came up with it, get him a bonus at the end of the year.
Tell us about the Big E.
So Big E is about building what we call the system or the environment for businesses to grow. And we recognize that businesses at different stages of their development need different things. So if you just have an idea, you need somewhere to go and flesh out the idea, see if it actually makes sense before you start investing in it, right? Let's say you started a business. You need to figure out how you can get your first couple customers, right? If you've been in business for 5 years and you have 3 customers and you want to grow it to 20, there's a different type of approach, and all of those things we're trying to build in the ecosystem, in the system of how entrepreneurs or businesses can get that type of support. So we work with the universities, there are business incubators, Branson Center has something, JBDC. So we help to support those institutions to make them better so that they can deliver services to entrepreneurs. In addition to that, we provide we have different grant programs. So if you're a startup and you need funding, we will issue a call, you can respond, there's funding available. If you've been in business for some time, we have grants also that can help you to just figure out your innovation. So one of the key things, I guess the I in Big E is about innovation. And we expect that innovation is what will drive the growth and development at a much faster pace than, let's say, traditional businesses. So the grants that we have are really around trying to foster innovation to take place.
Awesome. One of the things I love about this is the fact that it acknowledges that businesses exist in an ecosystem. And sometimes good business, good idea, it dies within the first 5 years because the ecosystem wasn't set right. So other factors trigger. So I like what you're doing. Looking forward to seeing more. And if you never need any support in getting the message out there, just call us. All right? Thank you very much. Our guest has been Christopher Brown, the Program Manager of Boosting Innovation, Growth, and Entrepreneurship Ecosystem, Big E. When we return, our Sunrise dads are going to step out of their work gabs into some Father's Day ready fashion in styling it. We'll be right back.
Don't miss this.
Don't miss it. Just stay right there.
In the cut. No, today episode I got nice. Legends, Senator, my longtime brethren, the great, all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute! You know, as man, we're not to go as specialists, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Lie! You work till a week. It was pandemonium. Country people can't relate to me I talk about.
What you think about me no matter, you know. What matter to me is what me think about myself.
Man United, I don't care what man want to say.
You know, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, man. You finished?
Yes, we finished.
The Cut is brought to you by Flo and Guinness.
Book the date. Mark your calendar. It's a start to the Copa America like no other. Witness the likes of Messi, Julian Alvarez, and Emi Martinez as the reigning world and Copa America champions Argentina come face-to-face with CONCACAF hopefuls Canada. Live Thursday, the 20th of June at 7 p.m. See it happen on CVMTV. Copa America 2024 brought to you by KFC. Courts.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on your drama station. Brought to you by
John Mark! Celine, where you going?
We can't say we're a friend now. Celine.
We have to take on the road.
Yeah, man, we have to take on same way. All right, Lord, thank you so much for this day.
Me, I do the work. Yeah. And the people them accept it.
Clarendon, Mandeville. But now we get to go into the inner city of Kingston.
I can't wait to learn more as we go across Jamaica into different churches to understand what they do.
9 minutes heading up to 8 o'clock. Welcome back, Sunrisers. With Father's Day just around the corner, our family may be keen on treating us like kings, as we are, and nothing makes a man feel more royal than a look from a royal carriage. Now we have a few hardworking dads among us in studio. Danny and Carlisle and CEO Gary Roy join us for the ultimate dad makeover. Showing us a few trends, some colors, some textures that are Father's Day approved. For instance, I'm wearing a denim, and anybody who knows me well knows I love to step out in full denim. Yeah. And so I grabbed two shirts. One I'll wear next week Thursday. I already pick out my outfit because I like it that much. But it's a texture that I like. Yes. And I like the denims that you have because it don't look like the same old.
Thank you very much.
So let's, first of all, welcome.
Thank you, my brother.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about some of what we have. Can we talk a little bit about what's in for Father's Day this year?
Well, thank you for having me this morning again, CVM. It's a pleasure to be here. Mm-hmm. For Father's Day this year, I foresee colors mm-hmm. are screaming this year. Yeah. I was watching the snippet earlier from your earlier host, Ellis.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Miss Pearly grandson, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I loved how he highlighted a lot of the things which we ought not to. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I think that we could do this year. Blazers are in. Here's looking at the monitor, you see some of the pieces that I do have in store.
Yeah.
Some of those lovely colors. And I think it's best that, as you see, similar to what I'm wearing, the camera could shoot up my outfit. You see a lot of those pieces, separates are great, as opposed to going full staples. If you're not somebody who is typically in the corporate world, you could actually mix and match. So let's say like this blazer that I'm wearing, you could tailor this with say that royal blue pants, a khaki pants, a black pants, a gray pants. Different looks you could get. Yeah? So I am suggesting that this year we go separates and colors. So that's something that we definitely could look at.
Right, so like something like this. It's not a full yellow suit, but it has tones that will complement it.
Yes.
On Sunday, people are going to carry that out. The restaurants are going to be full for brunch and dinner. Dads are going to want to look good at church. My barber, Mark at Oakland's, he was showing me yesterday. I was in the chair and he was like, "Yo, I ordered that shoes on Amazon. I'm supposed to get it by Friday." And me know same one wear a bad suit with it for go church. Morning, Mark, if we go church on Sunday. Like everybody wants to look good. What's a good look for go to, like maybe if you're a more relaxed church or maybe one of these suits or something like that.
Well, could we have the models coming out, no?
All right, sure. All right, first of all, so who do we have first? We have some models that we are definitely going to see because we have some before and after. So let's do some of that.
Sorry.
To pick out a look for them.
But one of the things I tend to do each time a client visits a store, I tend to feel their fashion, their taste.
Yeah.
And of course, not every male will be as excited, for want of a better word, to wear these bold colors.
Yes, that's true.
So some persons tend to be a bit more conservative.
Yes.
And so we try to adhere to that, but still try to expose them to different looks, as is evident with the looks that will be coming out shortly.
All right, so first up we have Mr. Grant. He is our bearer here at CVM.
Yes.
Watch Mr. Grant. Hey! All right.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Grant, tell us about the outfit that he's wearing today. Mr. Grant look sharp, man, shaved smooth. He has one of those signature bow ties that I associate with royal carriage. Mr. Grant, you're looking spiffy, sir.
Well, Mr. Grant, as I said, Mr. Grant, he's wearing a much more fitted, tailored trousers.
Can we not wear the baggy foot pants again?
So if you're having, just for the record, if you're having those pleated pants at home, I suggest that you can thrust those out and get with these tailored pants.
Watch man.
Of course, Mr. Grant is wearing a nice royal blue blazer. Paired with that black trousers and that oversized bow tie. That's the new thing.
Yes,
oversized
it is.
Bow ties.
I have one. I got one for you. Yeah.
And we do have them in an array of colors: orange, yellow, red, white, pink, green.
Yeah,
blue.
man, it just brings out.
It pops.
A pop. Yeah,
yes, it does.
Nice.
So I think this was a really
Sir
good
G,
look
thank
for
you
him.
very much. Thank you very much.
Sir G.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, so up next we have Danny, our props man. He always keeps us moving. Sometimes you wonder how we move through the segment so quickly. Watch that. Hey, Danny. Your body up.
Yes, Danny, put it.
Yeah,
yes,
put
I
it,
love
yeah.
This. So here is Danny in another, as I would classify it as a suit separate. So he has a white tailored blazer.
Yeah.
He has a nice accent button-down shirt on the inside and a navy pants. And of course, this outfit is a classic. look for Father's Day. You can do this at church, brunches.
Yeah, man.
Any other event, even for weddings, wedding season as well. You know, it's June.
Yeah.
Graduation season as well. So you can generally choose something like this. And of course, we also accentuate it with a lapel pin.
But how do you know, like, how many colors to work with and that kind of a thing?
The truth is, it's just a matter of collaging. You know, it's layering.
Yeah.
And as best as you can, you just try to find. What I generally do, if you have a dark orientation at the top, I go for lighter tops. So if your face is darker, I use lighter, and on the bottom you just.
Why? So true, me dark, and then once upon a time a beer dark clothes me one wear, and then it's no, you have to zhuzh it up, as Jane would say, and before you know it, you wear bright colors to complement it, and then what I always get, it looks so nice against your skin.
It does.
It
does. And the last.
All right. So we have now Carlisle Russell.
Yes.
And of course, he's not on the cycle this morning. He's not swimming this morning.
Carlisle is looking
General, watch him out, man.
No, Carlisle is the what we call the consurgent. This man is the man on the go. This is the 2024 Vogue GQ model.
I love the look.
Carlisle has a lovely fedora. He's layering with a nice.
He's more confident than me because I'm very afraid. I'm very afraid for where the hat. The hat thing is. I'm afraid of it.
So now that you have told me that, the next time I'm coming, I'm going to ensure that you have a hat.
Yes, I'm a booming bag, but him pull it off wicked.
And I love this plaid pants. It's you know, the tones, as you realize, I said the tones are similar.
Yeah.
And I love the sneaker look. The vibe is really good. This is really a nice brunchy. This is really crunch. You know,
I like it. And of course, it's reflective of his personal style.
Yes.
I would expect him to look exactly like this going out with his family because they're a very athletic, sporty family.
Yes.
So big up to you. All right, let's have all the gentlemen coming back out so we can see all three of them. So all right, I'm liking it.
Yes.
I'm liking it. Styling it win today. The Father's Day edition.
Yes.
Of course, and all these pieces are available at Royal Carriage. Where's Royal Carriage, by the way?
We're located at Shops 45 South Day Plaza. That's actually across from Susie's restaurant. Or the Croc store. So we're right by the only clothing store on that side, so you can't miss us.
I know exactly where it is.
And we're open from 10 to 6:30 p.m. daily, Monday to Saturday.
Monday to Saturday.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Our guest has been Gary Roy, the CEO of Royal Carriage. During the break, we'll be grabbing our paint brushes and canvas for Kids Unfiltered. You're going to see why when we return. Stay with us.
Trust Hawkeye's Total Connect. Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Time by Hawkeye is 8 a.m.
Fitness, brought to you by You'll Play and Nature Valley.
I am the only dog.
What's up, we fix our business fair, you know?
More comfortable.
More comfortable for what, Pastor? Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure. Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on your drama station. Brought to you by
Hyundai.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tami.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVMTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Copa America 2024 is coming to you this summer, right here on CVMTV. That's right, you get big-side access from the comfort of your home so you can catch all the live action. Tune in and watch as Brazil, Argentina, Jamaica, USA, and more battle for Copa supremacy. Tournament kicks off on June 20 and runs through to July 14. Cheer on the boys and see the goals and drama of Copa America happen live on CVMTV.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Oh, look at you. Welcome back to Sunrise, where the fun rise. And, you know, if you're just in time to see us bring home some more color into the Sunrise studio. So we're about to experience a colorful world of art with visual artist Andwele Houghton and his twin boys, Melaku and Makonnen, who are no strangers. So it's very lovely to have them back in the space with us. And they're all about bringing their imaginations to life through their amazing artwork. And they're here to give us a sneak peek into their creative journey. Plus, they have some exciting details to spill about their upcoming summer art show. Morning, guys. How are you?
Yes. Good morning, Auntie Andy. Good morning.
Hi, twins. Good to see you again. And all the artwork you have with us here in studio. I can't wait to get into it. Before we get into the artwork, Andwele, what have the boys been up to?
Wow, they've been painting up a storm. They've been getting ready for the Uncle Andy's summer art extravaganza. Right. So it's a little summer program where it starts July the 1st to the 18th. And yeah, so far a lot of people have been registering, which is a good thing.
Good.
So the space is getting limited, but yeah, that's what they've been up to. So we're just working on some of the stuff that we'll have there.
When we talk about summer camp, you know, often parents think about just, you know, getting the kids out of the house and having them do something. But I love summer camps like these because there is value to an art camp. Tell us about some of the important skills that the kids will acquire.
All right, for sure. Well, we'll be learning a lot of techniques. We'll be learning a lot of techniques, like, for instance, printing, etching. We'll be doing clay work, beading.
Nice.
Right, and a whole heap of painting, for sure, as you can see.
And color. And also what it does for the mind of the youngster to, you know, express themselves, get their thoughts out on canvas or out in clay. Tell us about the importance of even what it does for them mentally and emotionally.
All right, well, for me, I know this. I've been watching this with the kids. And not just my boys, but all the kids that I teach.
Your kids that you teach, yeah, because you are a teacher, yeah.
Right, at Reach Academy and Vals Prep, right? Yeah. So I watch them and I realize that, you know, when they work, please calm down. When they work, you know, it's like they do a lot of, they express themselves, they get lost. The emotion, all of that, it comes out and they're wonderful in expressing themselves. Like all of them, you know, it takes them to a place where imagination is the key.
Yeah. Boys, tell us a little bit. Your name is? Oh, so this is Melaku and this is Makonnen. Okay, great. Melaku, tell me a little bit about what you enjoy the most about doing art.
Okay, I like painting and coloring and sketching stuff, but the most important thing I like is that you can create anything you like.
Of course, I agree. And pass this for me. Let me hand this to Makonnen. Makonnen, tell us maybe, you know, what's your favorite thing to do when you're creating art with Dad?
Well, mostly I like drawing.
And what do you like to draw?
I it's just like mostly black things.
Mostly?
Black things.
Ah, what's that?
I use some dark colors.
What's that, Daddy? Maybe me not out of touch.
No, well, all right. He likes to use a lot of dark colors and then probably put a spot of red or maybe a spot of yellow on it. What I observe from him, he loves working with contrast. Yeah, so he's contrast. And there's, I don't know if the piece is up, but no, I don't think so. But
well, give us some more details about your summer camp.
Right, for sure. All right, so it's gonna be on July the 1st to the 18th at Stella Maris. It's at the church, by the way. It's at the Pastoral Center, right? And it starts 9 a.m. and it goes to 1 p.m. Monday to Thursday.
Okay.
And play is very important.
Absolutely.
I'll provide snacks and also water, but children are encouraged to bring their lunch and a smock, you know, a protective gear.
Yes.
And everything they do, they carry it home. And it's just a lovely, lovely experience for them.
I often say, I think art is often underestimated and undervalued. It's so critically important, especially in the development of our children, but also in the expression of a nation's people. So keep up the good work. We appreciate you. Boys, keep it going. Melaku and Makonnen, great to have you again. Uncle Andwele, great to have you as well. All right, that was Andwele Hylton along with his boys, Melaku and Makonnen. It's time for another break. Well, actually, we're going to wrap on the flip side of this. Please stay with us.
Imagination soar at Uncle Andy's Summer Art Extravaganza. From July 1st to the 18th, for ages 4 to 12, explore the fun of drawing, painting, sculpture, and outdoor art activities. It's the perfect way to make new friends and discover your inner artist. Cost is only $12,000 weekly. Take advantage of our $30K for 3 weeks early bird special. Register today by calling 876-909-4097 or 876-424-0087. Check us out on Instagram for all the details. Hurry, spots are filling up fast. Uncle Andy's Summer Art Extravaganza, where young artists shine.
Just so good, cheesy's the taste, it's just so good. Cheesy's are the one and only. So cheesy, crunchy, give me one please. Sunshine snacks, cheesy's, it's just so good. The whole crowd that's a cheesy, so cheesy, just so good. Let's follow, can you feel me? Sunshine snacks, just so good. Number one taste, the whole place I say, just so good. Cheesy's the taste, it's just so good. Cheesy's are the one and only. So cheesy, crunchy, give me one please. Sunshine snacks, cheesy's, it's just so good.
I feel with Fosca, made in Jamaica. Porridge, oats, oatmeal, cornmeal with banana.
Yo, proud of we culture, yes, we love pasta. Only for protein, good source of fiber.
Made in Jamaica, we love with Fosca.
We have to prosper with our pasta. Good for the sugar level and the blood pressure.
Love my family, me love my Fosca. I feel with Fosca, I feel with Fosca. We love with Fosca, I feel with Fosca.
Celine, my God. We can't say we're a friend now. Celine. We have to take on the road.
Yeah, man, we have to take on the same way. All right, Lord, thank you so much for this day.
Me, I do the work. Yeah. And the people them accept it. Clarendon, Mandeville. But now we get to go into the inner city of Kingston.
I can't wait to learn more as we go across Jamaica into different churches to understand what they do.
A rivalry spanning generations, forged in the quest to be CONCACAF's finest. This time their paths will cross at a junction in the Copa America. It's the revitalized Reggae Boys up against the self-assured Mexicans. It's a must-see, live Saturday, June 22 at 7 p.m. on CVMTV. Copa America 2024, brought to you by KFC. Courts.
all the time we have for today, Sunrisers. Please remember to tune in to Lead Story with George Davis at 6:30 p.m. It is not to be missed. Also, don't forget Corner Office is on tonight at 8 p.m. where you'll meet a 14-year-old principal. Yeah, I actually said that. A 14-year-old principal who is shaping young minds for the future.
All right, remember to tune in to CVMTV from June 20 to July 14 to follow the Reggae Boys on their journey in Copa America 2024. Watch them compete against the likes of Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, USA, and more. Hopefully they'll go all the way in this year's tournament. You can see it happen live on CVM TV. Again, June 20 to July 14. The Roundtable squad takes over right now.
Bye.
Good morning, Roundtablers. Woo, what a bit of excitement this morning. Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Roundtable. I am Shellyan, and joining me this morning at the table is my favorite co-host, and I must say it all, Vex. Kirk, how you doing, darling? Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
And of course, we have a special guest with us, Dr. Shane Alexis. How you doing, Doc?
I'm great.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, man. I like this color on you. It looks, brighten you up. Make it look nice and spiffy.
Summertime.
Yes, I know, right? And you realize the rain we've been having in the summertime here? I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Yes, because I know the sun is waiting. Speaking of sun, something hot is coming.
There we go.
All right, make us see what's going on in the box this morning. All right, still no food. The gelding stigma supporting men's reproductive choices. Now, of course, I don't know who has been tuning into the world, but apparently we are having a low birth rate across the world, and Jamaica Africa everything, because the low birth rate is also happening here. And every time I see a doctor, I like to ask them about these things. So Shane, I'm going to jump with you, Dr. Alexis. Tell us. So, before, we get into the conversation so deep, let me tell you what a gelding is for those people who are watching online wondering, what is a gelding? A gelding is a Jamaican terminology used to describe men who haven't yet fathered a child. Simply put. So, Dr. Alexis, low birth rate, the geldings, what's going on?
Well, I think the first thing is, the Jamaica I come from, they call it that you're firing blanks.
Oh. Okay.
A lot of people in the streets say, boy, you don't have no youth yet, especially once you leave high school, which is, I think, one of the stigmas that we have to, break down. Reproduction for men is the same as for women in the sense that it's a choice, it's an option.
Yes.
You may or you may not. And sometimes there are people that want to. Yes. As the song says, want to, can't get it, and get it,
no want it.
Exactly. So you see, just about, everybody has a story.
Yes.
And of course, I guess this morning we're going to talk more about some of that.
Yeah.
But in my experience, I think that there's definitely a lot of pressure on men to, once you get 2-3 subjects, or not, just go and have a youth. And that makes you a man. And I don't think that's always true.
No, I don't think it's true at all, but let's start there. Kirk.
Listen, I tell everybody, I'm not on the gelding truck. I am the driver of the gelding truck, okay? It is my choice to be that driver of that gelding truck.
Yes.
I think children should come planned.
Yes.
That's the first thing, right? It's not every one and every situation you can be like, okay, I should get a youth or whatever. I think you need to plan it financially. Is this a good time in my life? Is this a good woman that I'm with? All of that stuff needs to be planned out. So, for me personally, that time just don't reach yet. So, I have a lot of the boxes checked, like the marriage and all of that stuff. But, I have to consider things like, is she ready?
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
Is the money ready and all of that stuff?
Yes, man. Such an important point. But I want to touch a little bit on just culturally, because the truth is a lot of persons are being very much more deliberate about if they have children or how many children they will have. You find that there are a lot of people who are having less children now than back in the day. Because my stepmother has 13 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
How many people are having 14 children now, So when you look at the landscape, for example, Dr. Alexis, and we're talking a little bit about this in the back, in the back, how much of this do you think has to do with not wanting to have children or not being able to actually produce a child?
You know, that's a great question. I think that, you know, listening to your story, I didn't have kids until I was in my 40s. At that time, years ago, I was busy advocating for, you know, one group or another, trying to you know, attend to patients and focus on those areas. And then, you know, your mind changes.
Yes.
And I think it's okay to first of all let people know you have a choice. You can change your mind. Nothing is cast in stone. So I've had, you know, patients and my own experience. They say, boy, you know, I'm not sure. And then, you know, you wake up for a period in your life and you say, yes, man, I want, you know, 5 children, 10 children. And then there's another time that you're like, you know, maybe life is good as is. You turn on the news and you say, boy, people blowing up people, wars, you know, famine, you know, environmental changes, etc. Even life in Jamaica sometimes, you know, Jamaica on a good day is the greatest place on earth.
Oh, fantastic.
But on another day, you say, boy, the line in the tax office, you know, the bills come in, you see the person next door to you struggling, you wonder if you should follow. I think ultimately, though, it's a gift, it's a blessing for those of us who have kids. I have 2 daughters, that's why I'm wearing pink. And, you know, funny when you talk about planning, you know, it was kind of planned the first time. We were married for maybe 12 years, 13 years. But then the second one is a year apart. So on the day when my wife said to me, boy, you know, I have some news. You know, you know, you're still trying to get used to the first one. And, you know, it's just something that I think, you know, life isn't always planned.
Yes.
You know, I didn't plan to be here this morning. But, you know, the topic sounded interesting. The vibe was right. Come out and just share an experience. And I think as certainly in the male community in Jamaica, we spend a lot of time talking about, you know, which music video, which man have the biggest car, and who have the wickedest party. But there are life challenges that as men we face.
I'm glad you brought that up because this is men's mental health awareness month, June, and a lot of men don't talk a lot about how they feel, especially as it relates to this particular thing. I mean, in the bar, on might joke and think about it, but on a real deep level, how does it affect a man to be called a gelding, especially when he feels like, you know, this is not something that he can do right now for various reasons? Kirk?
It feels like an obstacle, but for me personally, I don't let it affect me. Because I know there's a time and place for everything, right? I know I have to get certain things in order to get my checklist going, really. Be like, okay, everybody can, well, almost everybody, besides for medical reasons, can be a, how you call it?
A
Dad, father. Yeah.
You can just say father,
right? But not everybody is going to be like a good dad that raises their kids, right? Some people are like, all right, they haven't developed themselves to a certain point where it's like, okay, I'm going to be a good dad, right? I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I understand you have a checklist and you have plan all of these kind of things, but some people just, you know, they went out one night, them have a good time, and, you know, engage in some activities.
And they have to bear the consequences.
A phone call, and now there's a baby, and now they have to adjust.
They have
I'm
to
just
bear
saying,
the consequences.
mentally, I mean, listen, I say it all the time, I don't speak on behalf of men, I can't relate to a lot of their experiences, so I want you to tell me, maybe you can give me some insight on this, Dr. Alexis. How do men participate, or what goes on in their mind in this part of the conversation, especially when them see all of them friends are, you know, them have them little mini-me and them just alike and they're great fathers and all of that. What's the conversation that they're having with themselves?
I don't care. I was like, it's soon my time. That's what I tell myself. What do you tell?
No, but it's not everybody's still like Kirk with the checklist.
So,
come.
I think for me and how I explain it to patients is you have males and you have men. And
what's the difference?
Males are generally, you know, individuals with penises that just live life. Men take responsibility.
There we go.
And in parenting, I think that many of us really before we're parents kind of think, and I think there's a genuine fear that I can mess this up. You know, what if I get it wrong? What will I do? I don't know how to do this. And I grew up in a single parent home with my mom. So I didn't have a father, but I had father figures, but I didn't have a father in my home to show me, well, this is how you behave, what you do.
Right.
I'm the man I am today because of a woman.
Yeah. Good.
And I think that, you know, I could have gone down the road of fear. I can't do this. I don't know how. I've never really seen it done. But I think it's a natural instinct for some of us to pursue parenthood, others to do it through surrogacy. In other words, you can be somebody's dad or father figure in someone's life.
Right.
We look at you know, situations of adoption.
Yes.
There are couples who genuinely can't have children, whether it's whichever partner it is. And I think it's something that, you know, we have to stop throwing stones, especially those of us who live in glass houses, to say, look, I don't know why you've made the decision you have in your life.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to beat on you. What I'm going to do is encourage you to say, listen, if you want to have kids, as a man, talk to a man with kids, find out a little bit about, you know, how it go. If you're afraid of the school fee, or look, it will work out. Kids don't need as much material things as we think they need. Quite often, it's just love and support. I mean, my kids, you know, just going to the pharmacy and buying a toy, a little car or a little lollipop is a fantastic day.
Experience
They
for
don't
them,
all have to go to Disneyland. You don't have to go to the biggest hotel or anything like that. Just a simple outing, and that's love.
I'm glad you brought up that point, and we're going to come back to that. But right now, we've got to take a break. So when we get back, there'll be more of this discussion.
Today episode I got nice legends, senator, my longtime brethren, the great all-star, the king, and the man himself. Salute. You know, as man, we're not to go as specialists, and that's the pinnacle of the problem. We want some new era. Do what you love and you never work a day in your life. You lie. You work till you week. It was pandemonium. Country people can relate to me. I talk about. What you think about me?
Welcome to the ZZ Lottery Draw for 8:25 a.m. Thursday, June 13th, 2024. The one-drop winning number is 28. The hat-trick winning numbers are 8, 0, 2. The four-play winning numbers are 1, 3, 9, 2. The fireball is white. Thank you for playing with Izizi.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Welcome back to the Roundtable. This morning we're talking about the gelding stigma supporting men's reproductive choices. And it's time for final thoughts. You know how I feel about the final thoughts business, but we're going to power through it. I'm going to ask each of you gentlemen to just talk a little bit to a man who is watching right now, who does not have a child, who feels the pressure, who's being called a gelding and he feel bad about it. Give him some words of encouragement. Go, Dr. Alexis, you first.
I think that, you know, for men, we really have to have a more progressive outlook. I mean, as Jamaica changes and we develop in so many different ways, our discussions around reproductive health for both men and women, including paternity care, time off for men to be, you know, good fathers or to develop fathering skills, understanding that there are different scenarios in which we find ourselves. You may be in love with a woman who is too old, has passed her reproductive stage in her life, and wondering, should I leave who I love for somebody because society says I should have a child? Is it okay to be a father to your brother's children or somebody else that needs love and is not receiving it where they are?
Right.
So I think it's time for us to elevate our conversations to being more supportive as a society, looking out for one another, genuinely being our brother's keeper, and you know, really more encouragement than pulling down people who have made choices that maybe we don't share, but at the same time require our understanding and support. And I think if we start there, we can develop the different conversations for all the different scenarios that exist.
Awesome.
The jeering is not needed.
Yes.
You know, the jeering is not needed. So, as the driver of the gelding truck, I will decide when I jump off the truck, right? So I think everyone has that responsibility to decide when they do have a child, right? And when you do, you make sure that you're a good dad and a good father, a good husband and everything, right? The baby is going to be a lot of work, a lot of sleepless nights, and whole lot of responsibility, basically. So be sure that you're ready for that before, you know, you go to a party and activities happen. That's what I think.
Well, what I will say is, listen, parenthood should be a choice, not a consequence. So make good choices and be careful with your choices because they have consequences. And I just want to say big ups to every single father on Father's Day that is coming on a Sunday. And Dr. Alex is giving me a signal. Yes, sir.
Real quick shout out to my daughter Isabel, who's sick at home, and her sister Emma. Love you, and I promised I'd say hi, so this is their hi.
That's a good daddy moment.
That's a good dad.
We leave it there. Thank you so much. That is a wrap for the Thursday edition of the Roundtable. Special thanks to Dr. Alexis with him father duties for joining us this morning. Thank you to the gelding captain for joining us as well. Enjoy the rest of your days, and as you go forward in the world, remember to be good and be on purpose. Take care. Walk good.
Don't ever wanna act too high and mighty, cause tomorrow I can fall down on my face.